Come with a real hip in the front seat, get my meals, I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Coming with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though, and welcome to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Easy joined by Spinball Rex.
What up, though?
Chris, Birdie, and Skywalker all in the building. Smash that like button, be
Smash.
a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. Spinny, another one bites the dust. McDavie gets bullied again by the same team.
Yeah, you know, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but some of us saw this coming. Saw this coming. You know, 5-1, Florida. Told you guys that yesterday. Should have listened to me. But, dude, Florida's too good, man. They are too deep. Like I said, I think this is the best team ever assembled in the history of the NHL salary cap era. Like, they are just absolutely complete from top to bottom. When you look at what they've got, the way they play, they all fit that play style. And it's not just your superstar rats that you have when you look at Sam Bennett and you look at Matty Tkachuk and you look at Brad Marchand. Like, those are the upper echelon rats, but also you got the little rats at the bottom of this lineup like Verhaeghe and Luostarinen and Rodriguez, and these guys go out there and just dog you from top to bottom. And Wayne Gretzky himself said it. He was like, the reason that they won this, obviously it helps when guys like Sam Reinhart score 4 goals, and when Sam Bennett has an insane postseason where he scores 15 goals.
Shout out, Conn Smythe.
But the reason they won that because their third and fourth lines just absolutely dominate anybody out there. Like, when you got Marchand on your third line, you're sorry, but no other third liner is going to be able to compete with that. So, it was just dominance. This is one of my favorite teams to watch in the NHL in a long time. They're very fun. They play a very fun brand of hockey. They are just suffocating and physical and just attacking in the opposing zone and winning puck battles and just putting constant pressure on an opposing team's defense to get the puck out of the zone and get it moving forward, because they just come flying in and attack you. They don't let you sit and let your offense develop and let plays work out. You have to move the puck fast, and then they're always ready to intercept it. So, yeah, that Florida Panthers team, man, they're a dynasty. This is a dynasty. You go to 3 cups, you win 2 of them in 3 years. That's a dynasty now in the salary cap age. Like, you're not going to have these runs where teams go to 5 out of the 6 Stanley Cup finals in a row, because you can't do that anymore. You can't just keep buying the best of the best players. But this Florida team is insane, man, and I was happy to see them win. And we saw, you know, shout out Lord Stanley staying in the good old US of A again.
Yeah.
Canada still hasn't won a Stanley Cup since 1993. Sucks, but, you know, USA just does it better.
I guess I do get it, because, like, we're American and you want something to stand out and talk your shit. But, like, their team's half Canadian.
Don't care.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Eat shit. I mean, the golden boy of Canada, who's the best player on Edmonton? Connor McDavid. Who's the best player on Florida? Matty Tkachuk. That's the golden boy of America, now that Johnny Hockey, RIP, versus the golden boy of Canada on the 2 best teams in the league, and America won 2-0. So suck it.
Yeah, shout out to was it Bill Zito, the GM, just for, like, recognizing the moment and capitalizing on it. Like, fuck, like, it's now.
Yeah,
we can make a run, be a dynasty now. Going to get Marchand, like, making the move.
Getting Matt Tkachuk, bringing him in there, bringing a guy like Reinhart in there, bringing all of these players together and just making a nasty team.
Just extending it off of last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect that, because a lot of GMs are pussyfoot around. Like, we in this town hope our GM, like, we all kind of feel about our teams, we're like maybe 1 or 2 pieces away. But our GMs, for whatever reason, the sustained success, fuck that. Go get the chip. And that's what Florida did. And shout out to Justin. I called him, I texted him specifically to come in because we're talking hockey. How you feel about last night?
I mean, I thought it was a coronation. Me and Spencer have talked about it multiple times. I mean, this Florida team is just so good throughout their entire roster, up and down. They're physical, they're gritty, and they look like they want it more simply when they're on the ice. Mm-hmm. They don't let the Oilers take any inch of ice or space at any time. And that's just something that comes with the coaching and how this team has been built. And Spencer hit it right in the head. They brought in Tkachuk when they were one of the best teams in the NHL. Like, they already were. They won the President's Trophy Then they were like, yeah, this isn't working. We're too soft as a team. And they were like, all right, let's trade a 120-point Jonathan Huberdeau for Matthew Tkachuk, who had never had a season like that in comparison to Huberdeau.
Yep.
And they completely changed their identity. And Tkachuk just made it so they – and all credit to Zito. He fleeced so many deals. Like that Seth Jones deal.
Seth Jones deal was insane.
They fleeced the ish out of Florida for Florida to retain all that salary for all these years. Like, Seth Jones is going to be a steal of a contract for the rest of his career in Florida. And this is year one of him in Florida for the next 4 years. It's honestly crazy. And then Forsling, one of the best defensive defensemen in the entire NHL.
When you got Forsling and Ekblad back there with the way they, like, Barkov and Bennett and Tkachuk and those guys play defense and attack in forwards, and then those two guys on the back end, dude, it's like – and then you got Bob to top it all off, and he's not what he used to be. Like, nobody's saying this is prime Bob. He's Graybush out there, but he's still better than fucking Stuart Skinner. So you see the defense from top. There are no holes in this Florida defense. I talked about like when Barkov – you're sending Barkov after you, and then you got Tkachuk going after you, and then Marchand comes in, and then you got Sam Bennett being a dirtball, and then you're like, okay, they're finally done with the Stars, and then you got Verhaeghe and Luciani, and all these guys just keep attacking you and keep punching you in the mouth, and there is no reprieve from this Florida lineup. It's so fun to watch.
No, there's not. At all times, there is either Barkov, Tkachuk, or Marchand on the ice. At all times. You have no time to breathe when you're playing against a team like Florida, and they're just so beautifully constructed. They really are. And I said this morning, if I'm Edmonton, I'm seriously considering a big move this offseason and completely shaking up this roster where, like, if I'm the Oilers GM, the first person I'm looking to trade this offseason is Bouchard, and trying to get a goalie or trying to get a D and – a defensive D, like an actual someone who can shut the ish down. And I think there's a lot of question marks that you're going to see going around Edmonton in that front office, because next year's the last year they're going to be able to put the best roster possible around Draisaitl or McDavid without considering moving one.
Yeah.
They keep them both, right? And there's no way.
Oh, yeah. For next year,
For next year, they're keeping both, but then if I was them, they might have to explore trading
McDavid's a free agent after next year, right?
Well, yeah, and they might have to trade Draisaitl to pay McDavid how much you're going to need to pay McDavid.
Yeah, McDavid's probably going to be around $20 million a year.
It's going to be insane.
Like, you're going to have to – you're probably not going to be able to keep both of those guys. As you shouldn't. That's like the first and second or third best players in the NHL. So
they don't mean shit.
Yeah, not when you're going up.
They got to the Cup.
Not when you're going up against an Army.
Yeah.
Like, it was – you know, I said it on BDE. It's like a bunch of Davids versus two Goliaths. Like when you look at Florida versus the Oilers, and the Davids always win. Hockey, you're not on the ice more than you are on the ice, no matter how good you are. So you need to have a complete team around you. Like McDavid's not going to play fucking 35 minutes. So you got, especially when he's banged up.
And then every time they needed to come back, they always put them together on the same line, and that just makes
kills
you
everybody
worse.
Else. Yeah.
And with the back end of your forward depth,
especially without Hyman.
Yeah, especially without Hyman. Hyman would have probably made a big factor.
Oh, they would have been. It would have been probably going to 7 if they had.
I agree with you.
Why do you guys say that?
He's one of the best goal scorers in the league. He's a net front presence. He is a straw that stirs the drink.
He is arguably the most important front of the net player in the entire NHL.
He had what, like 50? How many goals last year?
I know he was over 40.
Yeah,
but he sits in front of the net, lets McDavid cook, finds open areas to be open for shots. He's got a great shot, great release, good snapshot, good slap shot. He also
had 54 goals.
He gets those Holmstrom tips. Like he's really good at tipping pucks from their D. That's why Bouchard is so effective, and Wallman is because of guys like Hyman who sit in front of the net and are just such a pest in front of the net. Where it also leaves guys open. Like you wonder how many times Draisaitl's sitting wide open on the right slot. Yeah. It's because Hyman is in front of the net to take away that pressure to give Draisaitl that open space.
And also, it's like you have everybody else has to take a step up in the role when your third best forward isn't there. When a 50 goal scorer is not there for you, that takes Connor Brown
huge.
out of why Connor Brown was so good in the finals 2 years ago was because last year was because he wasn't asked to do as much as he was this year because they had Hyman, because they had another guy that they could rely on, so Connor Brown could go out there, play more free, and be more of his role, which is what made him better. Same with all the other guys. Like when you're asking these guys to play up because you're down a 50 goal scorer, it's going to make everybody worse. And I'm not saying that's the reason they lost, because I still think they would have lost even if they had Hyman, but it definitely played a factor.
That sucks. I didn't know that.
Like Connor Brown was fantastic last year.
He was arguably their best forward outside of the big two.
Yeah, and this year he was nothing because he's playing against Brad Marchand instead of, fourth line guys, and that's what happens.
I do want to spin this towards a Red Wings topic just a little bit. And you can say it's crazy if you want. I already know Spinny's been talking about the Ekblad stuff. But also Marchand, a free agent. Any of that stuff smell like Detroit to you?
Ekblad for sure. Marchand, no. Marchand
chasing rings.
He's going to go
to... No, he's chasing money.
Yeah.
He's chasing his last big contract. And I just don't think after the unsuccessful signings that we've had, signing veterans that are past their prime, I think that Steve Yzerman is going to have a large regression back to the mean of signing younger players instead. So I just don't see the fit of and on this team, Marchand, he plays in your first line, but he really going to put you over the hump. And I
feel like we need a little bit of him, though. We feel soft.
We are soft,
and I feel like he would change that.
That's why you bring in Ekblad, and then you also need to bring in someone else. You need to bring in someone in this forward group, someone in this D group, to shore up the culture, to bring them to this place of physicality and grit that you see the Panthers playing with, and you're probably never going to see them get to the level of how the Panthers play the game, because this is some of the most aggressive and physical, tenacious hockey we've seen a team play in years. I can't even remember a team that played this physical and gritty since
Boston
before 08. We're talking completely different game.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're nasty. They don't care about looking good. They don't care about getting opportunities or attacking the net. They care about fucking you up as much as they possibly can. And that's why you see in these games, McDavid's banged up. McDavid's not skating as explosively as he normally does because he's been getting his ass whooped for 5 games. And it's going to take a toll on you. Nobody in the Woodward Sports chat says, "Hi, Spenny. You called the correct score for Game 6. I did. The writing was on the wall. We saw Edmonton imploding. We saw them trying to do rat shit, and that's not who they are. So when they stoop to that level, those guys are in their head. And then, like I said, the waves of these Florida Panthers just don't stop, and Edmonton does not have the depth to deal with that. And it was awesome. It was fun to watch. Shout out to the Panthers. Shout out to back-to-back is crazy. Hopefully Sam Bennett's going to get fucking paid by somebody. Wouldn't mind it being the Red Wings. I would overpay for Sam Bennett if I was the Red Wings. Ekblad,
he's a free agent too?
Yeah, Ekblad, Marchand, and Bennett are all free agents. They're probably going to retain Sam Bennett, but
they're going to lose Marchand and Ekblad.
They're going to lose Marchand and Ekblad, yeah. And hopefully we get Ekblad.
Who would you rather have?
Ekblad.
Because
Ekblad would be the perfect mentor for Mo Seider, and he
solidifies your top 4 defensive defensive core.
And I think that shoring up the top 4 defense is more important than the top 6 offense, because you do still have players who could grow to be top 6 forwards. You're running out of D that are going to
we have one guy that might be that's going to be a top 4 defensive pair type guy as a prospect left. Nobody else. Wallander, no. None of those guys are going to be good. So you bring up, or you get Ekblad, and then you have ASP Aljo as your who's going to do what. Sherrod on your last pairing, and obviously Seider and Edmonton. That would be a very solid defensive core. So we'll see.
With that, let's go to break. Tell us about Vin Johnson.
If you got a crisis, let Ven point the way. Step 1, verify with details and photos. Step 2, engage your attorney. Step 3, notify your insurance provider. Get justice with Ven. Ven Johnson Law.
Are you a real Detroit Detroit sports fan. Woodward Sports is here to give you all the Detroit sports you can handle. Weekdays, make sure you're locked in on Wake Up Woodward from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Followed by Big D Energy with Neil Rule and Darren McCarty from 11 a.m. to 1. Up next, you can't miss Ermanni and Edwards with Maz from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And finish the day out with the bad boys of Detroit sports media, the Woodward Heavyweights, from 5 to 7 p.m. Okay, wait, that isn't enough for you, you sports freak? Check out Woodward Wings, Woodward Ringside, and the Lions Weekly Update every Sunday with Broder, Terry Foster, and Sean Belegian. Subscribe on YouTube for all our great content, and make sure you're following on all social media, X, IG, Facebook, and TikTok. You want sports? We got you covered. Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where we mean everybody, can get a full-body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $15 a month. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live, WorldSports.com. I'm Joe by Spimo Rax. Young Chris, Nicholas Kohloff is not here. We have Skywalker in the building. We also got Birdie in the booth as well. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. If you guys haven't heard the news already, the Tigers game has been postponed. Tomorrow is a 1 o'clock game. Is that a doubleheader then, Spinny? What do you think happens with that one?
Yeah, it'll be a
doubleheader. So you get Skeens and the School Bowl on the same day.
Back to
Not
back.
against each other, but back to back.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a fan of pitching,
it's two best pitchers in the world.
That's a W. Matter of fact, my brother-in-law has tickets to the 1 o'clock game. He's bitching about it because he's missing out on overtime at work. I think it's like $1,000 job or some shit like that. But I was like,
I'll take the tickets, bro.
yeah, I was like, let me
fuck?
yeah. Like, I'll take
Go
it.
work, bud.
Yeah, I get scoobs and skis.
Yeah.
I'm there. Like I'm here for that one. Speaking of the Detroit Tigers, man, this guy Javi, two bombs yesterday and a hit, one error. We're gonna talk about that though.
No, we don't get to talk about that. It happened in the first inning. Doesn't count.
On his 10th year anniversary of becoming a major leaguer. How fucking sick is that?
Yeah, it's awesome. His OPS is up near 800 now, and Javi fucking Luya. Like, this guy, the two great swings from him. Obviously, he had the single as well. He had a great play to tag out a runner. Is at like 798 right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so Javi, it's awesome. He's going to be an all-star this year. He deserves to be an all-star this year, and Neil can say what he wants, but God damn it, I love Javi Baez. This man is making plays left and right. I remember I said he's going to have a better year than Trey Sweeney, and I was called a madman.
You were ostracized.
I was ostracized. I was tossed to the wolves. I said, Javi Baez, I have more faith in him being an MLB player than Trey Sweeney because he's done it before.
Some type of spell going on. I feel like he's been saying shit.
I'm just that good, bro. I'm just nice like that. I know what I'm fucking talking about. This guy, Trey Sweeney's not an MLB player. Javi Baez has been an MLB player for a while.
Yeah.
The hip, maybe it did more than we thought, but the hip definitely played a factor. I'm not saying that's why he was that bad. It played a factor. I think him getting healthy, Gleyber Torres coming in, and kind of having like I don't want to say a fucking attitude, but like he hit the lowest low, so he was literally the worst player ever, so you can only go up from there.
Gleyber told him, what do you fucking see the ball?
Yeah.
What are you doing? And obviously you're going through that, and then the outfield stuff we didn't even know existed. He's probably going to make an all-star game, especially after yesterday.
He's definitely making the all-star game.
Like off the aura alone. It's almost like Javi does deserve the praise, actually. Like 2 of them in one game. That's amazing. Second time this year, by the way. But the other thing, like Winslow Perez had a game yesterday.
Yeah.
Riley Green,
nuke
436,
nuke,
smacked that bitch.
Aura too.
Just watched it.
That was the most aura Riley has ever had. I'm not even joking. Like he pimped that bitch, and that was a nice swing.
I don't know. It was a great game for the Tigers.
Yeah,
Shout out.
It was
that
a great win.
That was pretty solid too. He had like a sub 3.3.
Yeah, it was a great win. Casey Mize went out there. It wasn't awful, wasn't great.
Their pitcher.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Casey Mize went out there. He wasn't awful. He wasn't great. He did what he had to do. They got the win. Doesn't matter, man. That was a fun game to watch. Shout out Javi Baez. Shout out Riley Green.
I texted the group chat. I was like, the Pirates are that rehab series after having the De La Cruz experience.
Yeah. It's that get back.
Yeah. And we've been kind of consistent at that. Every time we've either lost a series like that, the very next series we've been like on them.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, I guess not today. Tomorrow we'll see a little bit more of the same. I guess the dope part about that, though,
Paul Skeen's on the mound tomorrow.
Yeah. But in game 1, you get Scoobs. I'm sure has the guys juiced.
Yeah.
So it'll be a good game. Good rest of the series, I guess, from that standpoint. But yeah, shout out to T-Grays. Just keep doing Tigers things, man. Winslow Perez. Come on.
Yeah. I mean,
love having that guy back.
It's great to have him back. It's just quality of bats. Like, that's what we talked about with guys like Winslow Perez and Matt Vierling when they get back. Those are quality at bats. Winslow was a great at bat in the playoffs down the stretch last year on that miraculous run they made. And so far he's been being that. He's got some pop in his bat. And, it's good to get that this team's getting healthier. It's good that Will Vest avoided any type of injury. He's just fine. Like, they were like, oh, yeah, we're good. He's fine. No need to all of you to freak out, So that's good. Hopefully Vierling can come back. Hopefully Reese Olson can come back and we start going here. You're getting into the heart of the season, 100 games left.
Yeah.
And this team's churning, man. Excited to see Scooble on the mound tomorrow. It looks fucking beautiful outside right now, so I don't know why they canceled it.
There was some tornado sirens out by my house a little earlier today. I don't know
It was storming here
Yeah.
like an hour ago, but I'm seeing blue sky out there when I look out, little clouds.
It could be making its way down to Detroit, though, from, Have you ever had that happen? Like a sheet of rain like wash over you?
Yeah.
Like,
and
trippy shit in the world? Yeah.
It happened during BDE. It started pouring down for like torrential downpour for like maybe 5 minutes. And then
I'll
stopped.
never forget. I was like probably like 9 years old at my grandma's house outside doing dumb fucking 9-year-old stuff. And literally like a sheet of rain, like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And I watched it like go down the street. One of the wildest things I've seen in my life. Never seen it again ever since.
It's those weather machines.
I could have been the weather machine.
Government, 100%.
Gone rogue.
Yeah.
You ever had that?
Have I had that happen?
Yeah.
Not really, no.
Trippy. I'll never forget this to this day. Will Vest stuff is actually pretty huge. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. They said like he's fine. No injury. Missed any injury. Like no injury at all. He's fine.
When is the All-Star?
I'm
July,
not sure.
right?
Everybody go vote though. Go
Yes.
vote, especially for Javi Baez. Go vote for these Tigers
Can he
All-Stars.
crack the starting lineup?
No,
I feel he could.
he's not.
Got enough ore. Let me check these votes.
Tuggernaut says y'all got some storms coming for you over there. Don't you worry, Spinny. I mean, it was storming earlier. It was going to storm again.
It was pissing.
It was it was bad. Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If they would have started the game at 5, it would have been over by 8 o'clock. I don't know. I feel like they're like, nah. They wanted an
Tigers.com
excuse.
vote.
They want Scooble Skeens for tomorrow.
I mean, they're getting it.
You put a Riley Green superstar, Javi Baez superstar on here.
Yeah.
Our superstar's not here, so we can't even make the jokes.
I didn't know he was going to not be here.
Yeah, no.
That
I mean,
shall
you
be
gotta
made
just
for
assume like he doesn't come to the show anymore. He doesn't care about us. Skywalker's taking his job.
Yeah, someone's got to get it done. Riley Green is a superstar.
What about you?
Nick was probably gassed because he's about to do a Scooble start.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, no, today. It was supposed to be today.
Yeah, he's going to miss out on school tomorrow because his other job.
Yep, that's what he gets.
He's going to take days off from that one.
Yeah. Never heard him take a day off there to go cover a Tigers game. Weird. Seems like he takes every day off here. I don't remember the last time I saw Nick.
You got any stuff on Tigers yesterday, Skywalker? I know you're a big baseball guy.
Dude, Baez is playing fucking insane recently. Like, the bounce back is crazy. On both sides of the ball. I mean, 2 homers in one game, playing good, fucking on the field. I don't know. I love it. Tigers are back, baby.
Tigers are back.
Tigers are back. Most importantly, Javi Baez is back. Riley Green never left. Had a De La Cruz home run yesterday.
Yeah, all the that was a moonshot. I've never seen him hit a ball that hard. That might be his best swing of his career. But
swung the bitch under.
Yeah, that was a golf. He golfed that boy out. But it's a lot of the Tigers, like I said, their prospects are still going. Like McGonigal, still doing what he does, just continuously hitting everything.
Rodriguez.
Lorenzo had a home run yesterday. Yeah, Rodriguez, international superstar. Yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome.
All right, let's go to break, come back. We got some Detroit Lions stuff for you guys. Brad Holmes calls the Jared Goff trade the best of all time. A little bit more stuff on top of that. But first, tell us about that merch, Birdie.
Alrighty. Oh, shit. All right. What's the deal? It's your boy Birdie with Woodward, and we... Huh?
Put it on. Like merch it. There you go.
My bad, y'all. Getting used to this. What's the deal? It's your boy Birdie here with Woodward Sports, and we're here to present you some new merch. You know what I'm saying? We got the hoodies, hats, tees, all that. Just come to woodwardsports.com, click shop, and get your swag up, man. Come on, let's get it.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
The boys of summer are here, and Woodward Sports is all over the Motor City with the White Claw Tigers Tour. Come party with Woodward Sports, watch the Tigers, and sip on some White Claw all summer long. The best bars, big giveaways, live events, and a party that only Woodward Sports can throw. Ain't no party like a Woodward Sports party. Join us Friday, June 29th at the Old Miami in Detroit for the White Claw Tigers Tour, brought to you by White Claw, Easttown, and Ven Johnson.
Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC has deals for everybody. Make sure you check them out. 2025 Envision Preferred all-wheel drive, $259 per month. 2025 Hummer EV SUV, $699 per month. Or the 2025 Sierra Double Cab Elevation, just $169 per month. Again, it's Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. Scan that QR code to see their massive inventory. LesStanford.com.
Real quick breaking news, and I meant to get to this a little bit earlier, but Jerry Buss purchased the Los Angeles Lakers for $67 million in 1979. Today they sold majority of the franchise for $10 billion.
Dude, $10 billion is crazy.
$10 billion. That is quite the fucking come up.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
That's nuts.
Do a lot of shit with $10 billion.
Yeah,
do a lot.
I can do a lot of shit with $67 million.
Your grandkids can do a lot of shit with $10 billion. Your grandkids can do.
Nobody
a lot of shit
needs
with
that
$10
much
billion.
money.
Let me shout out to them, I guess.
I mean, yeah, shout out to them.
I should have married Jeannie Buss.
Yeah, we should.
That's what LeBron was doing. Shit.
Oh, LeBron knew what he was doing. That's a billionaire politicking with other billionaires.
Yeah, he did get a $1 billion lifetime contract.
He got a lifetime Nike deal. Is that like? That's about as close as it gets to selling your soul to the devil, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Like a lifetime contract with a massive corporation.
They use this child
you
labor.
don't get much closer
They
than
use
that.
child labor to get shit done.
I'm going to sign you for the rest of time. Like, oh, fuck. I mean,
you say no, like.
I'd sell my soul for $1 billion.
Saying, yeah.
For sure.
A 1,000,000% I'm saying.
Anybody that says money doesn't buy happiness has a bunch of money. Like, anybody that walks up to you and they're like, yo, you don't need money to be happy. It's like, oh, yeah, Mr. Billionaire, they're saying that?
And I guess they say, like, yeah, everyone only knows, like, their struggles, which I do get. But I don't know. There's no type of stress, like, on the verge of losing your fucking home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just got to assume it's a bit more stressful.
Yeah, I'd much rather have the stresses of telling people, no, I'm not giving you millions of dollars than not being able to afford to live.
Yeah. You know, again, on installments to save your fucking house.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's I don't know.
Or like people like dying of hunger.
Yeah,
like I think money could buy some happiness there.
Yeah,
you know, like a double
sort of
cheeseburger or something.
Nothing's worse than that.
No, yeah, money can't buy
what is-
happiness.
I don't
No,
think
but it
either, yeah.
can literally buy life. Like so.
Yeah, I mean, I still see you get depressed, but nothing worse than being fearful, of fucking living on the street.
$10 billion to go to a Diddy party, says JB Smooth.
Yeah. I would $10 billion? Yes.
$10 billion? Yeah.
I'd be in that.
There's not a lot I wouldn't do for $10 billion.
I mean, listen.
For your family.
Motherfuckers going to the Diddy party for free.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's be real.
Carl Winslow wasn't getting no $10 billion.
I'm sure some people are having good times there. Just there's a select few that weren't, and that's why he's going to jail.
That's true.
Maybe. He's still on trial. Birdie, would you go to a Diddy party for $100,000?
Not happening.
$100,000 is crazy, dude.
Not
From
even
$10 billion to
I'm giving
$100,000.
this guy $10 billion an intern.
That's fair.
$10 billion, none of that. It's not happening.
You're a liar.
You're a liar.
Or
dude.
you
letting
go
them
right
take
now
your
for
manhood-
free.
You letting them take your manhood for $10 million?
No, you're not losing.
Going
your
to the,
manhood.
I'd go to the party. If I opened the door and saw Carl Winslow in there, I'd be like, ooh. Close the door and walk out. Yeah, he just said go to a Diddy party.
So what y'all think they gonna have y'all do for that $10 million?
You think everybody's getting Diddy at the Diddy party? No
I
way.
think the vast majority of Diddy goers are getting Diddy'd at Diddy parties, dude.
But Diddy by
All I
Diddy's?
know
Like, I don't
is
know.
they said Ja Rule came out butt naked in a towel. That's all I know.
Yeah, I can
So
see that for
that-
Ja Rule.
Ja
He's
Rule.
like 5'4".
He ain't
skinny
even
guy.
a billionaire. So you tell me what you think they gonna have you do for $10 billion.
Sell the
that's true.
Lakers.
Money removes all inhibitions. Know your worth. Name your price, says that guy 62.
Just drink the juice and you won't know what happens. Says Sal Kayak.
That's
Would
a
you
great point,
drink?
Sal Kayak.
Would you drink a cup of Diddy giving you a cup? Would you drink that cup for $10 billion?
Yeah, I would. $10 billion?
If I wake up on $10 billion
listen,
cash,
Dog,
probably-
I absolutely would, and it's not even no hesitation, bro.
I can afford to take substances to forget that every day of my life.
$10 billion, dude.
Yeah.
My kids
for
will be
Bryce
rich.
alone.
Like
man,
what?
Hey man, where's your dignity, man?
Hey.
Hey, listen, y'all the type.
No
Y'all,
dignity.
Would you rather die with dignity or
feel
have your
like-
family set up for all of time?
Listen, I feel like they could pay both of y'all. I feel like they could pay for both of y'all to have Diddy narrate y'all baby oiling each other up on camera
Hey,
on
yo.
Woodward Sports right now. Like that's the type of shit I'm getting.
All
from
he's
y'all,
doing
too.
is narrating us
For $10 billion? Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
God,
That
where's
shit
your
would do-
dignity, man? Where's your dignity, bro?
That shit would do numbers, by the way.
Yeah.
That sounds like the next 24-hour live stream.
Hey, you watching it? You watching this, Skywalker? You watching it?
I'm sending in super chats, 100%.
Yo, I'm cool. I'm cool. Hey, I'd rather be me right here in this spot right here than have $10 billion rubbing anybody in some baby oil. I promise you that.
For
I
$10
mean-
billion. That's all right.
That's you could die poor with your pride.
I will hire
my
someone-
family's gonna be loaded for the rest of time.
I will hire someone for $50,000 a year just to call you broke every day because you didn't do it.
Hey,
I don't even touch my
I
$10
need ends off of that. You rich now, so you know what I'm saying. I might have to take you to court for that. You know what I'm
You know?
saying?
Oh man.
I'm just saying. I'm up on that one. I'm up. Speaking of, because we went a little bit over. You have a specific topic that you sent. Chris, did you guys upload the photo by chance?
No, over. We're 42.
No. I'm saying because the topic I'm saying like we're halfway through this one. I don't want to burn this Brad Holmes topic on this
Yeah.
one.
No, let's keep going.
All
Diddy.
right. Birdie, which is kind of close to Diddy. you sent us a text in the group chat of top tier bags.
I got you. Let me pull it up for you, man.
And then you said James Harden should be in tier 1. Spinny didn't hate it, by the way.
I don't hate it at all.
I don't think he's tier 1.
Hey, that's a nice list too, man. Hey, listen.
I think you got to switch Jamal Crawford and James Harden.
Me personally,
this is like a perfect list.
Me personally, I'm taking.
Oh, that's handles.
Yeah,
you said bags.
Handles. That's all I'm saying. Handles. When I was talking in the group chat.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
That's all I was talking about.
No, it's
handles.
different.
I'm taking Allen Iverson.
How is it different?
I'm taking Allen Iverson. I'm bringing him down to like tier 3. Putting Pistol Pete up. He going to tier 2. Isaiah Thomas coming down to tier 3.
Wait. Allen Iverson going handles going to tier 3?
Handles. Listen, when it comes to handles, bro, I feel like you got to be a real crafty player, and when it comes to being crafty, that's where it comes unpredictability, because when you facing your opponent, you don't know what they're gonna do because they got so many bags. That's why Kyrie at the top. We know this.
Kyrie's got the best handle of all time.
We know this,
yeah.
like clear as day. So I'm putting Jason Williams up too, and Jason Williams definitely got to go up. I'm sorry, he got to, but I'm putting Jason Williams tier 2 and Pistol Pete tier 2 for sure.
I'm fine.
And James
but
Harden
you're
definitely
moving
going
AI to tier 3.
MVP James Harden was fucking nasty. Are you kidding me?
But it's not bags, it's just handle.
Okay, hold on. What's the difference?
Because bag is like scoring and everything encompassed in it. Handle is just your dribbling
bag
ability.
Was off the dribble.
Bag is it's
Bag
how
is
you
like
get
your
your
skill
shot
set.
and making your shots and
So
it's your offensive versatility.
My dog, it's all one.
Bag is your offensive game.
Handles come with the
I
handles.
thought
make
your
skill
bag
set.
was
Really
your
think about it,
offensive
like,
skill, like with off the dribble with
Your offensive ability. That's your bag. Handles is a part of bag. If we're talking bag list, James Harden's tier 1 for sure. If we're talking handles, no, I think tier 3 is fair for Harden. I could see moving Crawford bag list. I like 2, but handle list, I would put Jamal Crawford 3 and bump up Pistol Pete.
Yeah, nah, I definitely get. I'm keeping Jamal Crawford at 2 for sure, and I'm talking handles too. I'm not talking about but the bag comes with the handles. Like this is all like one thing. Like when you got the handles, you got the bag. Like I don't know. I'm putting James Harden tier 1, Steph Curry tier 1, Kyrie Irving tier 1, and like I said, Pistol Pete tier 2, Jason Williams tier 2. For sure.
So you're taking AI out of tier 1. Am I?
He's putting him in tier 3.
Listen, the only reason I'm putting AI at
that is
tier 3,
that is literally fucking insane.
Listen, the only reason I'm putting AI at tier 3 is because AI, bro, all he had was the killer crossover and he was fast, so he had the first step.
That's what this is.
That's
what we're
though.
discussing
but
right now.
When you look
he
at Kyrie,
crossed up Michael Jordan.
Listen though, when you look at that for one, that Michael Jordan crossover was so fucking overrated. Like,
what do we
what's going on nowadays? Do you
know who Michael Jordan is?
I can find 10 highlights from 2024 that's better than that bullshit. Stop feeding me that. I'm not buying that.
No, you can't. Not in the
that.
context of Michael fucking Jordan.
Bro, I don't give a shit.
What do you mean you don't give a shit?
Dennis Rodman, one of the best defender players.
The step over of Ty Lue is iconic. That probably happened before you were born, and you know about it.
That shit was cool, but like, do you see what's going on nowadays?
Dude, that's
like,
crazy.
Bro, for real.
That's blasphemous.
For real. Like, let's be for real. Like I said,
AI's MVP year was also his best year.
I can go back to 2024, 2023, 2022, and find easily 50 better highlights than that.
That's when he was a rookie. Like, that wasn't prime AI. Go look at some AI MVP highlights. AI when he took the 76ers to the finals. And again, this is not a bag list. It's just handles. Handles, I don't think there is any debate that 1 and 2 have to be Kyrie Irving and Allen Iverson. I think that is undebatable. Like, those are the 2 best ball handlers in the history of the NBA. And then you talk about Steph and Zeke and Jason Williams and Pistol Pete. I don't see James Harden as that.
A better ball handler than AI?
No, Steph is not a better ball handler.
No, he said AI and Kyrie.
Steph is not a better ball handler than AI. No, it's
close. You're knocking.
It's close.
I would put tier 3. It's insane.
I would put Steph 3. So if you had Steph over them,
No.
I wouldn't be mad, but I'm not putting him over them.
Isaiah Thomas is number 3.
I would have Steph at number 3.
Isaiah to tier 3.
Yeah, Isaiah Thomas going to tier 3 because he wasn't fucking with Pistol Pete.
This is blasphemous.
Dead ass, like he wasn't fucking with Pistol Pete.
Pistol
or
Pete,
Jason
like a sweet
Williams.
passer.
I don't give a fuck with nobody.
We're talking handles.
Like, it was cool. It was cool because, like, obviously, to be transparent, I was born in 1998, so I didn't watch fucking Isaiah Thomas.
You didn't watch
So I had
Pistol
to
Pete
go back
either.
to
You
the
watch Isaiah
highlights
Thomas, but you had to do
and
homework.
take what I could from that. But, like, bro, Pistol
Isaiah
Pete,
walked so Kyrie could run.
bro, Isaiah Thomas ain't got nowhere near the ball handling Kyrie got.
No, he does not.
No.
Kyrie is by far and away number 1.
I'm saying you just glossed over the AI thing. Just tier 3 AI.
I mean, no, I said that's ridiculous. I said AI is number 2.
Chris, what are you doing, man? What's wrong with this guy?
Chris? Man, talk to him.
Listen, what I'm
Phil,
saying,
Birdie's only 2 years younger than me.
I'm saying when it comes to the bag that Allen Iverson has, I get what he's saying, where it's only one move, but I still would put it there because if you got one move that works on everybody, including the greatest of fucking all time, then it works. Like you don't need other moves. It's like LeBron. LeBron doesn't need that scoring bag. He doesn't need it.
This
Bagless,
is why we
yeah.
do not put LeBron in a ball handling conversation.
Yeah, no
because
one would ever
He doesn't
do it.
have
No. Yeah, we're talking handles
I'm just
and
using
putting
I'm just
AI.
using the bag example.
Tier 3 is
Okay,
insane.
okay. I respect it.
And Isaiah Thomas, dude, I mean, this guy dribbled around everybody. There's highlights of him dribbling
Bro.
around like 10 people. Like he literally said, if you have the ball, you can control what 9 other people do. That's him. Everybody gives him credit. Kyrie gives him credit. I think Isaiah. I think you have Isaiah fucked up.
Listen, I just think Isaiah Thomas was a very, very fast player. That's what I think. I just think he was a very fast player. I don't think the moves,
No, brother, you gotta
in terms of a bag and ball handling, was there. But I think he was a very quick player, and I think Allen Iverson was just the same. He had that first step that was killer because he was so fucking quick.
Crazy.
It was effective. I respect it. He had the killer crossover. You know what I'm saying? He killed MJ with it. I respect it. But when it comes to everything else outside of that, it's like when if I put a player up against, if I put the best defender up against Allen Iverson, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
He's getting cooked.
Watch that killer crossover. Watch that.
He's still getting
That's what
cooked.
Michael Jordan was.
He probably is.
That's
He
what
probably
Michael
is 'cause
Jordan's
he's very
big-
quick.
Yeah,
But
but
that's
defensive
my
player of the
thing.
year candidate.
He's
Like,
very quick.
basketball
but
player of all time.
Ball handling and being quick is two different things.
He's a fantastic ball handler. He's
beyond
not.
being quick.
You need more than just one move and being quick to win an MVP. And he won an MVP. He was not just one move and being quick. Like Allen Iverson is like globally recognized as one of, if not the best ball handlers of all time. And like I said, I'm putting
Listen, man,
I'm
all
putting
I'm saying
Kyrie
is-
over him for
all
sure.
I'm saying is, you put the best defender up against Steph Curry. You put the best defender up against Kyrie Irving. You put the best defender up against.
Allen Iverson.
I'm talking.
He's in that. He's in that
I'm
elk.
talking. You can put Allen Iverson in there. I'm not saying that Allen Iverson was like bad. I'm not trying to take anything away from Allen Iverson. What I'm saying is he had two effective moves that he basically did throughout most of his career. Like if I had my best defender, that's what I'm going to tell him. Watch his killer crossover. Watch his first step because he quick motherfucker. Some people just can't keep up with that. It is what it is. Like,
Michael Jordan,
if he could use that to his advantage, of course. Like that's. I'm not saying he gotta have a bag to be a great player or nothing like that. But when I look at Kyrie Irving, when I look at Steph Curry, I don't know what to tell my best defender what to do with these people because they're so unpredictable.
That
with
was
their
Allen
craft.
Iverson.
Yeah.
And Michael Jordan, Defensive Player of the Year award, like in his bag, in his arsenal, candidate, like in and out every year, crossed over, not beat off the dribble, crossed over, like a move was
The
made.
killer crossover, right?
Yeah, man. We're going commercial. I mean, you just do a line of fentanyl before this. I don't know, but we do got to talk about White Claw.
Let me tell you about the White Claw Tigers tour because we're hitting a bunch of different bars in Detroit. It's going to be so much fun. Next up on the 29th, we have the Old Miami, one of my favorite spots. It's going to be after Sunday or right before Sunday Night Baseball, slated to be a Tarek Skubal start. So make sure you come out and join us for the White Claw Tigers tour. Shout out to McShane's and Nemo's for having us out. It was a lot of fun. Sponsored by White Claw and Ven Johnson Law.
The boys of summer are ready to get back to the playoffs, and there's no better place to get your Tigers coverage than Woodward Sports. Join us all season long as we follow as our hometown Tigers claw and fight.
This ball is gone. Boys are
Sports.
Hey, it's Stick from Woodward Sports. I'm out here at the Feldman shop, of course, because they are #1 people. And the Ineos Grenadier, that's the new car that they got. But I got my man here, the Sun God. I'm not lying. His name is Amon-Ra.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He sold me a car.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up? Come see us out here, baby. We're in Waterford. We got the pre-owns all day. We got the Grenadiers, and we got new Chevys all day. Whatever you need, we got you.
Yeah, and I went with this one. I like it. 2023 Durango. It's used. Only got like 30,000 miles on it. And this guy, man, I was like, listen, this is my price. You either make it happen or I'm out of here.
Easy.
You know what he did? Went to his boss. He's like, I'm making this happen for this guy. Came back, threw the contract on the table. Now I'm in the whip.
Yes, sir. Sign, drive, 0 down, easy money all day.
All right, Feldman, what's the address here, do you know?
5300 Highland Road, Waterford, Michigan, 48327. Open until 6 o'clock every weekday except 9 o'clock on Mondays and Thursdays. It's 4 o'clock on Saturdays. Only day we're not here for you is Sunday. Every other day we're here to get it done, baby.
And his legit name is Amon-Ra. I'm not lying. It was destined. It was meant to be. Woodward Sports found this guy. So
Exactly.
Thank you very much, man. Enjoying the car, and the kid likes it too. It's nice and safe.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join him every Tuesday on Big D Energy and Thursdays on Ermanni and Edwards with Maz, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts, Dr. Jeff Pierce, here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, call him at 248-426-9944 or visit him at michigansportsandspine.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to What Heavyweights Live on Sports.com. I'm easy joined by Spinmo Rax, young Chris, Birdie, Skywalker in the building. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. Sorry with the Diddy stuff. Sorry, I apologize for Birdie, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
The AI disrespect was just that's absurd.
That was the most offensive part of the show.
That's very offensive. I want to apologize to everybody for that. And Isaiah Thomas disrespect. All right, this is Detroit, for God's sake. I want to make it up to you guys by talking Detroit Lions. Can we do that?
Yes.
All right. Detroit Lions, Jared Goff. G-Unit. Brad Holmes called the Jared Goff trade the best trade of all time. And we have video proof of this. He's in the podcast with Phil Yates. Go ahead and run that one up, Birdie.
When we got the trade done and you heard all the, that was just salary dump, like, what I was thinking was like, man, look, like, Jared Goff, like, obviously we did a lot of work on him, trading up, #1 overall and taking him. So I really knew what he was all about and how he was wired. But it was all about, like, what was the last thing? I think we all suffer from the recency bias. And so the last thing was him exiting the playoffs early, or the last thing was him losing a Super Bowl. And I'm sitting here like, man, this guy, I didn't know that your career is defined at 24 years old or 25 years old or whatever he was at the time. He had a lot of early success. But he had some bumps, at the tail end, but I knew how talented he was. I knew how smart he was. I knew that he was a gritty, mentally tough quarterback. That's what I did know. So that's why I felt like it was a perfect destination for him. And obviously the trade worked out. I mean, you could probably rank all-time trades. I mean, it's got to be up there in terms of what it did for us and also what it obviously did for the Rams.
So there is Brad Holmes talking about the trade for Jared Goff. And obviously, this is one of the most even trades of all time. And especially when the Detroit Lions win a Super Bowl, which they will, it's going to look even better. But both teams got what they wanted out of this trade. Like, the Detroit Lions got the means to build what they are now, and the Rams got a Super Bowl champion quarterback. Like, the Detroit Lions, when they made this trade, were not trying to win the Super Bowl. They were not on the trajectory to win the Super Bowl. They were at the bottom, they were in cap hell, and they were full of terrible contracts. So they needed a way to get out of that and a way to get them a lot of capital, and they got that out of it. Obviously, the Rams won the trade because they've won a Super Bowl and the Lions haven't. But from where the Lions were, the Jared Goff trade sparked the rebuild and allowed them to have all of these all-pros that you like because they had multiple picks in the first round and then they were trading. I forget what it ultimately breaks down to that the Jared Goff trade or the Matthew Stafford trade netted for the Lions.
It was iffy. It was J-Mo. Well, it's weird because it rolled over into other trades.
Yeah, and that's what it was like. Laporta was in there too.
I'll get the details for you.
But it allowed them the flexibility to build the roster how they have it now, and it's one of the best rosters in football.
Yeah. Best trade of all time? Sure. If you want, I like trades if somebody's getting fucking ripped off. That's when I'm giving like A+ trades. It's like, damn, like you got off on that one. When Dabrowski off the Prince Fielder contract.
Yeah.
You ate.
That shit was awesome.
You got David. I mean, Dabrowski was probably the greatest at it. But I guess if you talk win-win, it don't get no better than this. They got the Super Bowl. We got to jumpstart our franchise and see some success that I've never seen in my entire lifetime. And even when they were having a little bit of that, I was too old to even fucking remember or watch, know what I was even seeing. So, yeah, I think from a win-win value standpoint, for sure Detroit Lions got the W in that one. And Brad Holmes, I recommend – the cool thing about this podcast, if you guys want to go back and listen to it, it's not necessarily Brad Holmes talking about the current state of the Detroit Lions, future moves. I mean, he's never going to do that. Outside of giving you the current stuff. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do, what we got planned. What he is doing is telling you a story, and I think it's a phenomenal one. Brad Holmes literally worked a rent-a-car service, got an opportunity to work PR for the Atlanta Hawks. From then, got an opportunity to work PR for the Rams. Actually got a job at the Detroit Lions lined up, but he's such a fucking smart, calculated guy. He went and looked for all the Detroit Lions interns or the guys that are in their GM spots, scouting spots. Had they ever started out as an intern? They didn't. The LA Rams did. So he said, fuck the Lions. I'm not going to go there. It's like 2001. Went to the Rams. The rest is history. Got into scouting, proved himself, and now he's a general man. I mean, that's just – imagine you go to school for that, dream that all your life. You're working at a fucking car rental place. Like that fathom being – to allow yourself to think you're going to be a GM as an adult at that point.
Yep.
At the car rental place.
Yeah, I'm going to be a GM in the NFL. So. All right, Brad.
Yeah, dude.
You got a fucking used Ford Focus that you got to go push on some dude in town for his sister's wedding. Like,
you missed a spot.
Yeah.
Get back to work.
Yeah. He's like Naruto. I'm gonna be Hokage. It's like, all right, dude, whatever, you little idiot.
I'm gonna be the best pirate in the world.
And then it works. Yeah, I'm gonna be the king of the pirates. Brad's the king of the pirates now. So
yeah. Instincts as like, and I don't even take it there for like it makes it uncomfortable, but like as a black man too, that's insane.
All right, I can relate to Brad Holmes too. Okay, we are both very loud.
I'm just saying that's a wild come up, man.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Truly admirable.
You know, he had a lot of things against him, and you remember when there was like one black GM in the NFL for and so. That's the funniest part, though, is that he's black. No, just kidding. Is that you think of him working at this Hertz rent-a-car and being like, yeah, I'm gonna or Enterprise rent-a-car and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be the G. Like, imagine just sitting around eating lunch with one of your coworkers, like, yeah, I'm gonna be an NFL GM. And it's like, all right, idiot,
yeah, right,
shut up,
black.
bro. Yeah. I'll be like, yeah, shut up, idiot. Like, what are you talking about? And then, like, 3 years later, it's like that Limu Emu commercial where the old man's like,
I'm going to sell insurance.
That bird actually did it. You know, it's like, imagine, like, the Brad Holmes dude that he worked with at Enterprise seeing, like, Brad Holmes hired by Detroit Lions. He's like, I'll be it. Brad Holmes did it.
That son of a bitch did it.
It's, dude.
He's the fucking man.
He is the man.
Beyond that, too.
He is the man, dude. I love Brad Holmes.
The one part, he's never really gone into too much detail of any time he's done any of these interviews. And if anybody's listening, get the opportunity to interview him, please ask this. If I ever get the opportunity to interview him, I'm going to ask this. He also was, like, paralyzed after a car accident in college, too.
Yep.
Fought back into playing football from that moment as well. Like, I don't know, man. The guy's football team never died.
DNC EMT says, I'm going to be a GM when I grow up. Motherfucker, you are 30.
Yeah.
That shit's, dude, it's like.
Negro, please.
That's an American success story, dude. Brad Holmes, I could imagine like a Brad Holmes well, we saw one. The graduation speech he did. Yeah. I mean, we know how much fire he already speaks with it just based on who he is as a man and his
honest,
personality.
That's probably the most fieriest I've ever heard him speak.
Yeah, because he's talking about
this. He was
shit.
at his home roots, like when he started. Before that shit, it's Brad Holmes is the man for so many reasons. And I tweeted out, I love Brad Holmes, like randomly, like it was in January, and everyone thought it was a big move. I was like, no,
have you seen the
I
growing?
appreciate his fucking story so much. He's a fucking G.
Have you seen the growing sentiment of Lions fans? They're like, Brad Holmes better do something more. He's on the hot seat. I've
seen like twice. I'm not gonna pretend it's a thing,
dude. I've seen it more and more on go look at the posts Woodward made of these clips today. This specific clip, there was like 3 people under it, like dumbest thing I've ever heard him say. He's gonna be on the hot seat after next year. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude.
No one's saying
Go
that.
get a job.
Go look at Twitter right now. I'll pull it up literally right now.
Those
Instagram
people should be executed.
Those people need to get a job at Enterprise. Go get busy.
Yeah,
for real.
facts.
Fuck.
Touch grass, dude.
It's insane stuff.
It's
all right. We'll find during the commercial break. We got more Brad Holmes for the interview. Talk about Jahmyr Gibbs. But Feist, tell us about socials. You disgrace. I'm just kidding.
Damn, bro.
That stuff was crazy.
I got you. What's the deal? It's your boy Birdie with Heavyweights powered by Woodward Sports. If you like our content, please check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitch. We are Woodward Sports on all platforms. So if you fuck with our content, please tap in with us today.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
You know how some things are so good they should be world famous, but they're not? Our house-made vinaigrette is one of those things. And the antipasto salad, we drizzle it over. Same with our hand-battered chicken tenders. Original recipe soups and pasta sauces. It's almost as if our original, world-famous Detroit-style pizza is mocking them. And that's not very nice.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Hey, Caesar Sportsbook. Come on down. We were just talking about this.
We got a lock.
First bet's risk-free.
Say you got a problem. All right, you're betting a little bit too much. I need a fresh start. Caesar Sportsbook is where you go. Promo code Woodward wins you up to $1,000 back in bonus bets. If you scan the QR code, over to CaesarSportsbook.com and use a promo code Woodward1000 with your first deposit. That's promo code Woodward1000 with your first deposit.
If you have a problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yes. Yeah, all right. Look, can we... the ad reads over.
The timing there is pretty wild.
The timing there was crazy. I didn't even know it was coming.
I didn't either.
I was wondering. I was genuinely curious because there's a
we might have to push this a little further. No.
Yeah, we ship. They're not paying us. They just use our promo code.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. I was wondering how many households have declined since the legalization of gambling. Because it was like it's an issue. Like there's a hotline for it. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
It's like if people did commercials for black tar heroin.
Yeah. First balloon's free. Stuff on down.
You know, like. I don't know. I was curious. Never heard anything about that since.
I mean, I feel like the same kind of deal with like legalized, like places of legalized meth and shit. It's if you're gonna do it, you're gonna fucking do it. Like if you're gonna find a way to do it. So
that's true. Maybe some of the gambling pitfalls too, when it wasn't legal, was like the bosses.
Yeah, I mean, fucking bookies,
breaking arms and shit.
Yeah, like a fucking gambling site's not gonna let you go $10,000 in debt that you haven't deposited into the website.
Yeah.
A bookie would be like, "Oh, you already owe me $5,000. Do a double or nothing. I'll just write an IOU for me."
Yeah.
And then they come up to you, like, "You owe me $10,000." You're like, "Well, I don't have it." Then
Just don't lose and you're fine.
That's
it's
true.
That easy.
Just
like,
it's that
only
easy.
bet locked. Like, I mean,
just bet locks. I mean, yeah. If you don't lose, you don't gotta worry about it. That's true. And you can use promo code WSN30. Promo code WSN1000. Your first bet up to $1,000 for free bonus bets.
Get it all back.
In bonus bets.
yeah. Never quit when you're
So
down.
you can just keep going.
Never quit when you're down. That's true.
Never quit. It's like the gym. Gotta leave on a make, man.
Yeah,
you gotta leave on a make.
You don't leave the court without draining a 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
They
Yes.
do. They do.
Yeah, they for sure
That's
do.
why I was wondering too, because it's just it's there's so much advertising for it, and it can be bad for you.
Yeah.
Because on a hit rate, I think the best, even the Sharks only hit it like 56%.
I'd sell my soul to FanDuel.
That's like barely over 50%. What'd you say?
I'd sell my soul to FanDuel.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just kind of crazy.
Woodward Heavyweight, sponsored by.
Yeah.
We're just going to see Spenny working one of those FanDuel blackjack tables.
Yeah, you guys log in at 3 a.m. I'm dealing blackjack online FanDuel.
But he's not working. He's paying off a debt.
Yeah, there's a guy. There's a guy standing behind me.
Working 15-hour shifts.
Yeah. Go to sleep.
I'll burn your feet.
He's using whippets to stay awake.
Yeah, hey. Then I can get a Whippet sponsor.
All right. I don't want that. Fuck those guys. POS companies.
Yep.
You was a gambler. Brad Holmes gambled in the draft multiple times. People clowned him, called him a fool for the bets he's made, but they paid out. Here's him talking about his trade up for trade back.
Dude,
from
Jeannie
6
Jeannie
for
Buss
Jahmyr
could get
Gibbs.
cracked for
She
sure.
could get cracked easily. Jeannie Buss.
Especially now she's got an extra $10 billion on her.
I mean, that's what a billionaire lady looks like. I mean, that's
and I'll never forget the other thing too about the Gibbs pick. When I was a PR intern, that first training camp in Macomb, Illinois, I had the opportunity to interview Marshall Faulk and for the website. And I'll never forget Marshall said, "Man, look, where this game's going to, you don't have the space." And I think he, reiterated to more of a financials with the cap, but you can't have a short yardage back and a third down back and a scat back and a goal line back and a first, like, you got to be able to do it all, man. And so when I started looking at Jahmyr Gibbs, I mean, that conversation I had with Marshall Faulk just started kind of coming back to me about, like, this guy's a weapon that can just do it all, man. And so we were able to select him, get in a position to do that. The same thing with Jack Campbell, man. It's just that, that was the guy that we loved. And that was the guy, like, we look at football players, and me and Dan, like, we're just both.
Yeah, and our very own Justin had a very similar conversation with Marshall Faulk about Jahmyr Gibbs. So you and Brad Holmes, got a lot in common. But no, I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs is insane. I remember,
both black.
Yeah, they're both black. I remember the knock for Jahmyr Gibbs, or the question mark for Jahmyr Gibbs, was, will he be able to run between the tackles? I don't know. He's small. Can he run the ball effectively between the tackles? Yeah, he can. He's really good.
Well, it turns out we have 2 really good tackles.
Yeah, that also helps. But still, like, yes, Jahmyr Gibbs can run the ball between the tackles. He's an all-around running back, and that's what attracted him to Brad Holmes. Brad Holmes knew he could do that. He's also extremely explosive. Talked about it in the passing game as well. That's why he called him a weapon, is because he can do everything. And you draft a guy like that who can do everything for your offense, very high in the draft.
That's the scary part too about Jahmyr Gibbs is, yeah, he elevated himself last year, and some of it was because of the absence of David Montgomery. But I still feel like he is in the same way, same sense of J-Mo we're seeing him develop before our eyes. I think we're watching that same thing with Jahmyr Gibbs. Last year, towards the end of the season, I feel like he's finally starting to get in his bag in terms of, like, catching the ball out of the backfield and doing things after the catch. And I think that's where he's going to get a little bit scary. Because when he first got drafted, you got time to sit down, actually delve into what type of player he is. Some of the first names you started talking about was Le'Veon Bell because of patience. You started thinking about Jamal Charles, the same thing. And the other situation, Alvin Kamara. That's what I'm, like, thinking when I see Jahmyr Gibbs these days moving forward. And I think that's going to be fucking terrifying for offenses.
The most dangerous running backs in the NFL are the ones that can collect all-purpose yards. Like you said, like an Alvin Kamara, someone who can, on a third and long, you can throw a Texas route to him and he can get the ball and get a first. Cordell Patterson, you don't hear a lot about him, but like he would rack up receiving yards along with the rushing yards. So Jahmyr Gibbs is a football player, and that's why Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell love him so much.
If you're safety and you're tasked with watching over Jameson Williams for what he could do, but at the same time you got Jahmyr Gibbs creeping onto the flats. Like,
imagine being.
What are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
Imagine saying, like, you're getting burned by somebody at some point.
Imagine being a linebacker whose responsibility is to watch the flats, and you see Jahmyr Gibbs out there.
That's what
you're like, huh? He said safety.
That's true.
Yeah, and it's like, huh, like that guy makes elite tacklers and elite coverage guys look stupid. Like, so, yeah, he's fun to watch, man, and he's gonna do everything for the Lions this year.
That's what he's drafted as, the weapon, the do everything guy.
Multiple weapons.
And he's tough as fuck.
Multiple weapons.
Like, you saw him take that hit against the Vikings. We were scared.
Yeah,
I was scared at least.
He got smacked, and then he got up.
Went on to have 3 more touchdowns.
170 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. I think he had 4 in the game.
Yep.
He's already had one at that point. He's filthy, man. Top 3 guy in the game. The only guy, honestly, I would take over him right now is Saquon. And that's about it. Well, because I know he could shoulder the load of, like, the full.
Who knows if he can do it again.
I definitely think he's second best behind Saquon.
Yeah.
I think he's better than Derrick Henry right now.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that at all. Well, prime Derrick Henry.
Prime Derrick Henry is like a top 5 running back all the time. I don't think he's quite there yet.
Prime Derrick Henry is one of the scariest people I've ever seen play football.
He reinvented the fucking stiff arm.
And when he just
he's top 3, he's not 3.
When he
did bring the stiff arm back too.
He brought the stiff arm back for sure, as Josh Norman and the Jaguars. Like,
he hit us with a couple of them
he
too.
did like the entire Jaguars secondary. But
who did he hit on our team back in like 2020? Isn't the guy we interviewed? I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I think it was.
Well, we'll let it be then. I know.
Harris.
Yes.
Somewhere.
You're good. Say what you're gonna
say. Derrick Henry. The scariest thing about him was how big he was, but nobody would ever run him down. Like, he was also one of the fastest players in the NFL, and that guy's and he's still doing it, bro. Like, he's still a top 3 at back in the league, and now he's got Lamar, and the Ravens just signed Jerry Alexander. Does that make you more nervous about that game?
Oh, it's a guy we don't even know, Myers, Myres. I caught him the next day.
Will Harris, yeah, that's what everybody's.
Oh, yeah, I got Will Harris too.
You got Will Harris for sure.
What did you say to me? I apologize.
AJ Brown got Will Harris pretty bad too.
Yeah, his was the one he fucking took. He took the guy and just fucking threw him.
Yeah,
can't catch a break.
AJ Brown dragged Will Harris for like 10 yards.
AJ Brown's a dog.
He is.
Like, he's kind of slept on. I'm not ranking him number 1 overall like my guy Trevor did, but like
he's top
5. 3, top 5. Yeah, I would say so. What'd you say to me though? I apologize. What'd you say to me, motherfucker?
Chill, Brad. Chill, Brad. Don't rent me a car. You look at fuck. What was I talking? Oh, Jerry Alexander signed with the Ravens.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Week 3 is gonna be. So it's early enough in the season where he might be healthy. So week 3 is going to be a fucking doozy. And I texted that to you even before the Alexander news.
Yeah, you were already worried about that one.
Because Lamar came out today and they're asking him about like this season. He's like, vengeance. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, all right, Batman.
I don't want you fucking saying that. That's scary as fuck.
Fucking Bat Lamar over here.
Yeah, like I'm good on that, Phil.
Yeah. I don't like the Ravens. And he's like fucking.
What? Lamar?
Doesn't he only have like 2 losses against the NFC in his career? 5. Yeah, close enough.
That's still crazy.
Yeah. All right, let's go to break. We'll come back. We'll keep talking Lions. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do one of these topics, but I'll tell you about Lady Jane's. Lady Jane's haircuts for men. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. You could stop in, sit down, relax, get an award-winning haircut from one of our lovely, talented stylists. You get hot leather, neck shave, scalp massage, hot towel treatment, all that good stuff. Lady Jane's haircuts for men. Open 7 days a week. It's wicked awesome.
The bad boys of Detroit sports media are here. We won't back down. We are Woodward Sports, Detroit's #1 sports network. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. The bats are hot, and the weather is getting hotter. Summertime in the D with Detroit's big hitters, Woodward Sports.
Guys, top shelf quality, unmatched variety, price for the people. You hear it every day. It's Jars Cannabis. Shout out to my guy Matthew, went through this week and tagged me in his post after he went to Jars Cannabis, and he got best deal, 15 carts for $100. That's a phenomenal deal. ShopJars.com. Find 3 of them coming soon to you if you stay in Madison Heights, Milan, and Grand Rapids. 9 locations in Metro Detroit, 27 locations across the state of Michigan. It's Jars. ShopJars.com. Find a location near you. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live, WoodwardSports.com. I'm easy joined by Spimo Rax, young Chris, Nicholas, Kohloff's not here. We have Skywalker replacing him, and Birdie in the booth as well. The year stuff, just to touch on it, I guess, is only signed for like $4 to $6 million.
Yeah, $4 million.
I'm not upset with it because I just know Dan Campbell's term, no turds.
He's a turd.
He's a good player, but he's a bit of a turd.
Yeah, he's more than a bit of a turd.
Speaking of turds, you see Shedeur Sanders pull over for 101 miles per hour?
No.
Like in early mornings in Cleveland already?
Just skirting. That's not how you win a job there.
Yeah, not doing good things right now. But either way.
Jahmyr's a turd. They would not have signed him.
So we're kind of good?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It sucks that he went to the Ravens,
yeah,
but he was never going to come here.
I think we've set our expectations. Like, we know what they're looking for. So it's like we can't be mad.
No.
The same thing with the draft stuff with Nick and Mike Green. I'm like, listen, if your expectations are set properly, you can't really be upset.
Yeah.
That's just where I'm at. Although he is a good player, and we also have 2 starting corners. He's never healthy. I'm really not tripping at all.
Yeah, our secondary is very deep. No, they were never going to sign him.
They had a solid secondary too, and they still signed him. That's because him and Humphreys together combined probably still only play like 12 games.
Yeah. Yeah. Nate Wiggins out there, he's pretty frail too.
Skinny guy.
He's a dog though.
He's a dog. Skywalker, did we miss out on Yari Alexander?
I mean, Jair's kind of a selfish player, I think. I mean, after the coin toss shit that happened last year.
That shit's so crazy.
That shit was crazy.
I wouldn't want him on our team. I think he'd cause more problems than good, I feel like. But $4 million for Jahmyr Alexander is a good deal for the Ravens.
For sure.
Like, I feel like they're definitely just, like, Super Bowl. They're like, that's all they want, you know?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say something else.
No. Yeah.
Reboot.
No, I just like you said, you have to know that they're not going to go after Jahmyr Alexander. Is he good? Maybe. We don't know. Maybe the injuries caught up to him. Maybe he's not what he used. It's not like the shelf life for cornerback is just unlimited. Like a lot of the times. Why'd you just emote, dude?
6'7".
If a lot of the times cornerbacks fall off pretty quick, and an injury can kind of push them off that cliff. So we'll see what he looks like. But yeah, no, like Skywalker said, it's a great deal for the Ravens because if he's anything that he used to be, $4 million for a guy that caliber. Didn't we sign fucking Emmanuel Mosley to a $4 million deal? Like,
yeah, I think they did.
And you love that.
He got hurt, and the reason on the veteran minimum. Got hurt again.
Got hurt again.
That, I guess, if we weren't contenders, I would have issues. I would be complaining. I would be bitching. But, like, we're still like a Super Bowl. Like, we're still, like, viewed as one of the 4 teams expected to contend for a Super Bowl year in, year out.
Yeah.
And that's, like, where I can't really be upset because he does know what he's doing. Maybe there will come a time where I'm like, what the fuck? And that did get there kind of like 2 years ago at the deadline, but only because I saw one guy go for a conditional pick, and we didn't have one, and Chase Young. But he's not even really a jerk.
No.
Just, that one, I'll still bitch about that one, I guess.
Me too.
I'll still take that.
I think it doesn't help that he was on the team that beat us, too.
Does not help at all.
That was, especially because Brock Purdy was running around doing whatever he wanted on that defense.
Yeah. That actually sucks.
So we'll see.
I guarantee you too, there will come a time where they might find themselves a little bit impatient too.
Yeah.
Actually, it's probably going to come soon with the amount of contracts they got to give out. It's like you got to get one done.
They're going to have to. Yeah. I mean, they tried to at this deadline. Like he was calling about everybody, and he got Zadarius Smith, and I think he would have got Zadarius Smith even if Hutch was still healthy. So, yeah, we're gonna see. It's gonna happen, but I don't think Jerry Alexander is that level of player to where it's like Super Bowl or bust depending on what he does.
And I could be off on this, and I'll be wrong about it, but like. I genuinely feel like he's a guy to like deject the locker room too. Like he's just such a fucking character. Like when I hear him talk, I'm like, what are you saying right now? Like, I'm confused. Like the message you're trying to like deliver.
He's probably got the
cousin string.
Got the old CTE. Yeah,
it's creeping up on him.
Creeping up on him
cousin
for sure.
Traumatic.
He's not like AB level yet, but he's been in the league for a little while.
Is he worn out for AB's rest for attempted murder?
No way, really?
You didn't see that?
No.
So initially it was reported that he got jumped, but he kind of started like this fight, and then he got jumped, and then after he like went and grabbed the fucking
blicky.
stick. Yeah.
He shot somebody?
He tried. It's a little 9.
You can get arrested. You can get arrested for trying to shoot somebody.
I thought it was for murder. I thought someone died.
Oh no, attempted murder.
Attempted.
You can get arrested for trying to shoot somebody.
Yeah, attempted murder.
I mean,
because you fucking missed. You still tried. If you hit him, dude. You
I was trying to hunt.
Yeah, you just happened to be near the bullet.
Yeah, he definitely shot. If it was attempted murder.
Yeah.
I mean, shout AB.
No, don't do that.
We'll miss him on Twitter. Yeah, top 5 shooter all time. He is supremely underrated when it comes to ranking wide receivers.
Oh yeah, Antonio Brown was like.
That's a headache. Actually, I would take on my team. He was that good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Brady was letting him sleep in his couch and bang his wife so he could get a Super Bowl.
Straight up.
Like he literally like
anything for that ring.
You can do whatever you want. Just help me win a Super Bowl.
He put out the video footage of her hugging him first after they win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I worked with a guy who his like bragging rights. Shout out to Chris. His bragging rights was that his fucking roommate's girlfriend was getting piped by Antonio Brown. And he was like bragging about it like it's a cool story. I'm like, that's not that.
Why'd you say shout out to Chris?
No, not that Chris.
Oh.
Chris is the guy who used to brag about this. He's like, yeah, I'm Central Michigan. Actually, my roommate's girlfriend was cheating on with Antonio Brown. I was like, that's, I guess it's sweet.
Hell of an icebreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My roommate's girlfriend. Yeah, that's like the double cuck love. Like that's
a double cuck.
That's cucking a cuck.
Double cuck love. Who the one you lean on? Shout out to Chris, man.
Antonio, shout out Chris.
My favorite crash shouts all time.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you today?
I'm just picturing Antonio Brown getting hugged by Giselle first. And like their marriage was in shambles at that point, right? Yeah. And do you think
she wanted him to retire? And he loved the game.
He's married to the game. He's Tom Brady.
Literally married to the fucking game.
Yeah,
she was going 9-7 or some shit.
Yeah.
Some say if Connor Stallions was like 6'4", he could be the next Tom Brady. That's how obsessed Tom Brady was with the game.
Boo! That wasn't a good joke. What? You want fake laughs? You just want fake laughs to feed your ego? Ha 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 ha!
I'm done fake laughing for you. Piece of shit.
You've never faked a laugh with me your entire life.
I fake them all the time.
You lying bitch! All right, let's go to break. Tell us about the Massage Chair House.
MassageChairHouse.com is where you guys need to go to get the Pharaoh, the 14,000 massage chair that has graced Woodward Sports. We use it on the daily. Allen Robinson came through and used it too. Professional athletes use it. Find one yourself by visiting MassageChairHouse.com or just scan the QR code or visit them in person at the corner of Woodward and Bloomfield Hills. Long Lake Road in Bloomfield Hills. Brought to you by my guy, Dr. Eric Duncan, the #1 massage chair review channel on the interwebs. MassageChairHouse.com.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe Indianapolis, here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, you know, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
How do you think you won?
David
Tully, everybody. David Tully. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Mad Packs. Instant Mad Packs got me stuck on loading screens this episode, dude. Make sure you check out Mad Packs. We filmed the Mad Pack Minute today. Go to getmadpacks.com. They got the Boom Shakalaka Tarantulas. Those things lights out. That's why I'm stuck on loading screens today. I smoked one of those tarantulas. Dude, dangerous stuff, especially when you're trying to work. Madpacks.com. It's awesome. I love it.
Are those still in the back?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. I got to grab one. I haven't tried one yet. Smash the like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend to this stream. Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live, WoodwardSports.com. Damn, Shay's got a black eye and everything? I mean, they're winning. They're closing out tonight anyway.
This girl beat his ass, huh?
I guess so.
Domestic violence.
Bro, if they, I mean, I guess it's still possible they can lose.
Homegirl abusive.
Homegirl abusive?
Oh, domestic violence.
But if they lost, that would have been another, like, soft Canadian kind of thing to point to.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
America would have been up. Like, Drake would have been double down.
That's true.
Triple down. After the Oilers, too. But either way, all right. NFC North position rankings. We promised you guys to make a series of this one. Today, we are doing the running back room. Spinning didn't do his homework.
No, that's not the one I didn't do.
Okay. It's kind of easy to do. This one's kind of easy to do. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't do both of them, but I don't need to do homework for this one.
Yeah, this one's way. I mean, Detroit Lions #1.
Yeah, easily.
Jahmyr, Gibbs, Dave Montgomery.
Yeah.
#2, I have
Green Bay Packers. Yeah, Josh Jacobs.
He's a monster.
He's a monster.
I used to hate him.
You used to hate him.
I used to hate him.
I love Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs won me a fantasy league, so automatically he's elite.
I think I hate him because I tried trading for him. The guy wouldn't give him to me. I probably sent him some slop trade too.
Yeah.
So I was rooting against him this fucking entire career.
I won the Woodward League with Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams the year the Raiders were going crazy. They're putting up like 30.
Oh, that's
they're
2 years
each
ago.
putting up like 30 a week.
Was it the No Respect League or whatever? No Honor League?
No, that was the year after.
Oh, okay.
The No Honor League
Loading screen.
still pisses me off how that ended, man. Jeff ruined
Birdie
our
was the most pissed.
Yeah.
And I think Jeff did it for like a cup of coffee.
He did it for like $20.
Jeff was for sure go to Diddy party.
Yes, Jeff
He
would
be the belle of the ball. at the
Jeff
Diddy
would
party.
be the belle of the ball. I could have Jeff have a Diddy party around here. No, I'm just kidding. Jeff would be the belle of the ball at a Diddy party for sure.
Birmingham can make it happen. I'm sure.
Oh, there's definitely like lower tier Diddy parties that happen in Birmingham on the regular. Like
All right.
there's too much money around here to not have a Diddy party every like couple square miles.
I picked up a couple one time.
Oh, dude, you see the house? You ever taken a hot girl walk in Birmingham? The houses, they got. I've seen this one. It's got.
Wait, what's a hot girl walk?
You go for a walk in the middle of the day. Hot girl walk. Yeah, but
As opposed to a regular walk.
as opposed to a regular walk. Yeah, you're just
You strutting though?
going
or-
on. Yeah, me, Noah, and Lentz used to
Hiking
do
up
them
the
all the
shorts a little
time.
bit?
Oh yeah. The houses out here are insane. Like, they got like sculptures in their front lawns and shit,
Yeah.
and like 7-foot tall concrete walls surrounding. I'm like, all right, Diddy's going down in there for sure.
Remember I used to stay here like make clips? One time I was heading out and it was late. It was like 12. And there's this couple like by PNC just fucked up for no reason. And they asked me for a ride home. At first I was kind of nervous. I was like, oh.
That's how you get.
Yeah.
You get got.
As I was
You
thinking.
let him in your car?
Yeah. I wasn't.
Dude,
Anything
we
for the
talk
plot.
about JB being easily kidnappable. You're easily
I'm
hey,
hard.
dude, we got the new AI in here. Hey, dude, we got busty Latinas. Like you have a lot of easily
No fake
kidnappable.
laugh for you, pussy.
They left a trail of custom fitted hats and fucking.
No, but I mean, the girl sat in front. She's like, I was thinking, you know me, I'm a freak out. I'm like, oh, they want to. This guy wants this girl fucking piped, son. But no, I just dropped him off at a very, very, very nice house in Birmingham. And the guy was going to give me $20, and the girl was like, no, honey. And he gave me $100. Because he asked me if I had change. And I said, no. Obviously, I'm going to say fucking no. He put on a $100 bill. Yeah, they paid me $100.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Birmingham.
Honey. Is she hot?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I bet she's.
That's why I did it. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm about to fuck
See,
this guy's wife.
that's all you gotta do. You get easy in your car. Hey, dude, you want to bang my hot wife? Oh yeah.
For sure. That's why I never joined the gigs. It'd be easy to get.
Yeah.
I'd be an easy lick.
Yeah, for sure.
Jeff might have sold his own soy diddy parties. Keep the bees away.
It's fair.
Jeff, the white diddy. I can see that. Would Jeff dress as Cinderella? And
We
go to
talked
Diddy
about
Ball?
Jeff in the group chat. That's easily cancelable.
Jeff's group chat?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's a
been
demon.
letting him rip.
He has been letting him rip.
Yeah.
It's
Shout out to
awesome.
Jeff. I was showing Jeff
I
this
love
weekend.
it.
All right. Vikings number 3. Right?
I forgot we were even doing that. yeah, Vikings 3.
I got Vikings at 2.
You have Vikings too.
Like
Go
in
off,
terms
King.
of like running back room, I mean they got Aaron Jones, Jordan Madison, and Ty Chandler. I feel like the Packers only have Josh Jacobs.
That is fair.
They
Like-
did draft that one guy, but they do overhype all their fucking players. Boyd, I think it was.
Well, are those guys combined better than Josh Jacobs is alone?
Jordan Madison, dog. I
Yeah.
feel like he's an absolute dog. And like, I do think that
Or Marshawn Lloyd.
I do think that Josh Jacobs is probably better than Aaron Jones, but like as a running back room, I feel like the Vikings got him.
Yeah, who's the Packers backup?
Because
Aaron
AJ
Jones
Dillon's
the
not
starter.
even with them anymore, right?
I'm sorry.
AJ Dillon is not with them
Yeah.
anymore. I don't
He
think.
was kind of ass.
He was gassed up. AJ Dillon was this big tough back who used to get cracked all the time.
Yeah, never fucking.
Did not make sense.
He's known for fucking thighs. He's
Yeah.
like Meg the Stallion out here.
He was
Wasn't doing
The quad father. that's what they used to call him.
BBL Dillon, dude.
All right, yeah, so the Packers have Josh Jacobs, Marshawn Lloyd, which could be another Dillon situation. They're hyping him up. We haven't seen shit yet. Emmanuel Wilson, if you guys remember from the 49ers.
Solid, but also probably the
cooked a little
49ers
bit.
system.
Yeah. What you could say about... Oh, no, Madison's actually been doing it for a minute.
Yeah.
No, Madison's gone. You have Jordan Mason from the 49ers, though, the Vikings.
Damn, just a bunch of retreads from the 49ers, huh?
So Madison gone. Is the Vikings still 2 for you?
No, Jordan Mason. I think.
Oh, Jordan Mason. Okay.
I don't know.
I thought you said Madison. I
I'm
apologize.
high on him. I mean, that season when CMC was out for a couple games, he was still putting up numbers.
But is that a 49ers system thing?
I don't think so.
Because he's done it with everybody.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I feel like he's just a good back.
Okay. Because remember we used to think Breida. Remember Matt Breida took him to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I just, dude, Kyle Shanahan's like the best coach to never win a Super Bowl.
Kyle
It's not good.
Shanahan is one of the best coaches to never win a Super Bowl for sure.
I'm not mad at it. I think Josh Jacobs is how dominant he was last year. I got to put him 2.
I get that. I'm not even going to argue that.
Yeah.
Like, Josh Jacobs is a dog, so I can't be mad at that.
And then 4, I guess everyone's kind of talking about, or at least me specifically, talking about how Ben's trying to rip the Lions system, scheme, and all that shit like that and take it to Chicago. Well, we also have phenomenal running backs.
I like Roshan Johnson.
You got DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
And Roshan Johnson.
I think outside of the Lions, I think Roshan Johnson is the best number 2 in the division. Like I think
That's fair.
he's better than Fred Mason. I think he's
valid.
better than who did we talk about with the Packers? Whatever his
The
name
other
is.
kid, I mean, he hasn't done
Marshawn?
any shit yet.
Yeah,
Marshawn
I
Lloyd.
like Roshan Johnson a lot, and that's that could be me. It's just I like the way he runs. I think he's a good back. He's dealt with some injuries, but yeah, I would probably put the Bears 4. You got to put them 4. They don't have like DeAndre Swift. Is he great? No, he had a good year behind an Eagles offensive line that was insane.
And he's an injury-prone guy.
Injury
so you're
prone,
going
too.
into the season with a guy who's been injury-prone. Like that's what he's known for. And he's like, running backs take the most abuse. He's up there in age. He's got to be like 30-something now, right?
Yeah.
By now. I'm going to check it out,
I
actually.
don't think he's quite 30.
Yeah, he might not be. I might be tripping. DeAndre Swift is loading.
Bears got Case Keenum? Dang.
Oh, my God. DeAndre Swift's only 26 years old?
There's
Yeah, I
no
was about
way.
to say.
How in the fuck? He's been in the league forever.
I feel like he's been in
Did he
the
enter the league at 20 years old?
Bro is diddied in the league, man.
He was groomed into it.
Yeah. Those knees got to be, like, at least 40.
He was drafted in 2020.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's only 26 years old.
That's crazy. It feels like DeAndre Swift's been in the league for a long time.
So he was 22 when he was drafted.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we traded him on his rookie deal.
Yeah, the final year. Yeah, he feels way older.
He does feel way old. It's because he's been on 3 teams. Like, when you've been on 3 teams in 5 years, it's like, okay, yeah, you're definitely older.
Getting passed around.
Yeah. Like
Damn, he
Jeff
actually
and a
had a
Diddy
pretty solid
party.
year last
Getting
year.
passed around.
Just under 1,000 yards on 253 carries. Played all 17 games last year. The year before that, he played all 16. Or I'm sorry, there's 17 that he's into, I believe. He played 16 games, had 1,049, but that behind the second best offensive line in the NFL with the Eagles.
Wait, so does Magic own the Lakers now?
They sold it to, I don't know.
The Dodgers ownership group, and Magic's a part of that, right?
Is that what they sold it to?
That's what it said.
I guess so.
I ain't gonna be there. You're gonna be back, Magic. You remember that? That was one of the funniest things. That's why
What a
Magic.
comeback. Getting fired by them, then buying them.
Well, he
Kinda
quit.
hard.
He didn't get fired. He quit.
That's true.
That shit's so funny. He just quit being a GM, went and bought the Dodgers, won a World Series, and now bought the Lakers. Obviously not by himself, but
Mark Walters entering agreement to purchase the majority of the ownership of the Lakers.
oh, okay. So it wasn't the group; it was just the one guy.
I guess so.
That one dude's got $10 billion to give out like that.
And he's probably on a finance situation, like a mortgage. I know. I've heard.
Can
There's
you
someone
do
who bought a
that?
franchise like that. Yeah.
You can finance a team. You can put an NBA team on layaway.
You go to the bank.
Put it on my credit card. I'll pay
Yeah,
it back.
if your credit's nice like that.
Oh yeah,
nice like that.
yeah.
the bank
Can I
will
have a
do it.
$10 billion loan?
Yeah.
Who the fuck's got that kind of credit?
I wonder how much cash you put down on that.
I don't think you can. I don't think anybody.
Yeah, you mortgage it.
I don't think Chase could get a $10 billion loan from Chase Bank. Like whoever used like Chase, Mr. Chase. Like I don't think
JP Morgan.
I don't think I don't think JP Morgan
Mr.
could
Chase.
get a $10 million loan from his own bank.
I'm pretty sure that's how it goes, man. I mean, I'm sure you're putting some cash, like 20% down, like you do a house or something.
Yeah.
It's like $2 billion, and the rest you probably.
You could probably get a loan
mortgage
of $10
payments.
billion from a Saudi prince before you get it from Mr. Chase
I'm gonna
or
ask.
JP. You got to do it after taxes?
He said Apple Pay.
Apple Pay.
I said Afterpay.
Oh, Afterpay.
Yeah.
What is that?
Like layaway. I think it has to be the group. There's no way. Yeah, Danny G, I need a small business loan of $10 billion.
I'm gonna go to the bank and try it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like I want to buy the Pistons.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, that would be good content.
We should.
Us going to the bank.
Mic it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to buy the Red Wings.
Yeah.
Chris is fucking everything up.
I need $10 billion.
Just take 10 bill to Caesar's Sportsbook, your first bet, and
Yeah.
you're fine.
We bring dude, that's an episode of Always Sunny where they try to get a loan from the bank to buy gasoline to sell to other people. It's so fucking funny, dude. So which one of us do you want to take you to the back and plow you?
Wait,
because it's a female that gives them that they're talking to, and they're like, "Ooh, was kind of expecting to be talking to a dude." And they show them this graph they made, and they made like drawings of girls with just giant tits on it. Dude, I'm telling you, you gotta watch Always Sunny. It's so fucking good.
I'm trying to find out if they buy them on like mortgages.
Magic is also a minority owner with the Commanders. Yeah, that is true.
Yes, NBA owners often finance the purchases of NBA teams using mortgages or other forms of leveraged financing. Those specifics depend on individual circumstances, team valuation, and league regulations.
That's
Yeah, dude, no one has $10 billion. I mean,
people got it.
There's a secret. Justin probably knows this. He could probably explain it more than anybody. Or Mr. Justin's dad, a.k.a. Mark, shout out. Satawa Law. But
free promo.
Rich people they buy everything with credit.
Yeah.
Like business credit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they never use their own shit. So even if he did have $10 billion cash,
that's why
he's never using his own
that's
money
why
to do
it's fucked, dude. It's like there's no more I'm gonna pay for this with this. It's like electric IOUs.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'll give you this $10 million in credit. All right, where's it coming from? It's going to be there. Don't worry. It's in my account. It's Fugazi. It's pixie dust, but it doesn't exist. Like,
fucking $10 billion in Chuck E. Cheese tokens.
Yeah, literally. $10 billion
to be paid out in installments.
Yeah, fucking Shrek ice cream bars. Like,
you know what we should do? We should, a great bit would be call the teams and ask, like, I want to buy you.
Yeah, how much?
Who do I got to talk to?
I want to talk to Mr. Piston. Please put Mr. Red Wing on the phone.
I'm going to give you a raise if you hook this up for me. Just tell me who I got to talk to.
Yeah. All right, let's go to break. We're going to come back. Let me tell you about Loom Cannabis. Loom Cannabis is perfect for the golf course because they got the buzzing drinks. 7.5 milligrams, just delicious stuff in a can. Literally perfect. Whether you're chilling by a bonfire, out on the golf course, at the beach, wherever you want, buzzing is perfect for you. Make sure you scan that QR code or go to loom.com. You can place your order online and then pick up in store. Use promo code WSN30 to get 30% off your order. It's Loom Cannabis.
The boys of summer are here, and Woodward Sports is all over the Motor City with the White Claw Tigers Tour. Come party with Woodward Sports, watch the Tigers, and sip on some White Claw all summer long. The best bars, big giveaways, live events, and a party that only Woodward Sports can throw. Ain't no party like a Woodward Sports party. Join us Friday, June 29th at the Old Miami in Detroit for the White Claw Tigers Tour, brought to you by White Claw, East Town, and Ben Johnson.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
The boys of summer are here, and Woodward Sports is all over the Motor City with the White Claw Tigers Tour. Come party with Woodward Sports, watch the Tigers, and sip on some White Claw all summer long. The best bars, big giveaways, live events, and a party that only Woodward Sports can throw. Ain't no party like a Woodward Sports party. Join us Friday, June 29th at the Old Miami in Detroit for the White Claw Tigers Tour, brought to you by White Claw, East Town, and Ben Johnson.
Idiot.
What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever Waits Live, oversports.com. I'm easy joined by Spimo Raxter, Chris, Nicholas Kohloff. We got Skywalker in the building and Birdie in the building as well. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. Spinny.
Share it.
I kind of ripped this idea, but I also remixed it. I didn't have to give him
Minicamp's
credit
already
for
underway
this.
for the Rams.
Huh?
Minicamp's already underway for the Rams.
Minicamp's underway for a lot of guys. Lions skipping minicamp this year because of the Hall of Fame game.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dan Campbell said our guys got gypped on having to do the Hall of Fame games to come back earlier, start camp earlier, so I'm just giving them minicamp off. So shout out to
Dan Campbell.
Shout out to Dan Campbell for that one. And resting their bodies up. That's why he's getting the player coach.
Yep.
He knows what it's like.
And when you have a million injuries last year.
Mm-hmm. He's been on the teams going like the distance and coming up short and want to stay healthy. But either way, Spinny, I asked you guys to make a list. Not a list, but an all-time, my-time Detroit Lions team. So since
definitely did this.
The day you were born, I mean, the offensive line's probably pretty fucking...
The offensive line is literally the offensive line we have now. Maybe...
Rob Sims.
Yeah, maybe Rob Sims.
I put Zeitler back on there.
Yeah, I mean last year's offensive line. And then, yeah, probably Rob Sims.
Basically, an all-time, my-time team. The best players for the Detroit Lions since the day you were born.
Mm-hmm.
So who's starting? All right, obviously Decker.
Left tackle? Yeah, Taylor Decker.
Decker had Sims at left guard.
Yep.
I put Frank Ragnow center.
Yep. Zeitler at right guard.
And then
and
this guy named Penei Sewell.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Exactly what I got.
Yeah. Tight end got a little interesting. But I ultimately went Sam Laporta.
Yeah.
Just because of the blocking aspect. I think Hawkinson's a better receiver.
I put Hawkinson.
And I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I almost put Hawkinson. I think Sam has a more complete game, though. If that makes sense.
I agree with that. I think after this year, I'll probably put him there too. He's had what, 2 seasons? I want one more out of him, and I can put him there.
Shout out to Peaceful Tim for the 5 gifted subs.
All right, so how'd you do your receivers? Did you just do like the 3 best receivers, or did you go like slot X?
I just did wide receiver 1, 2, 3. So
Me too.
I had Calvin.
You even do it.
No, but I know the wide receivers.
I had Calvin at 1, Amon-Ra at 2, and then I had Golden Tate at 3.
Yep.
So I went Calvin.
Shout out Kenny G, by the way.
Shout out Kenny G.
Shout out Kenny G.
He was there when we had rock bottom.
I almost skipped it, but I forgot he played during like when I was a baby. I just didn't watch him.
Roy Williams.
Herman Moore.
Yeah.
Calvin Johnson, Herman Moore, Amon-Ra.
I mean, you can't count Herman Moore. You didn't watch Herman Moore.
I mean, as I was born. I thought if I did that and I said the parameters like from the day you were born and I didn't do Herman Moore, I mean, it's kind of like, come on.
It's obvious.
Who was your other guy?
My 3 were Calvin Johnson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Golden Tate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, if Herman Moore counted, like if we're doing all-time Lions, it would obviously be Herman
Still your
Moore.
times from the day you were born.
Yeah.
Herman set the record in like 2000 or 1999 or something like that.
Yeah, then Herman's in there for sure.
Shout out to Mike.
I just did like guys that I watched. You know,
No, I feel you.
But yeah, if it's from when you were alive, Herman Moore for sure.
And then who were your 3?
It would be Herman Moore, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Calvin Johnson.
Well, I was born in 2005.
Yeah.
So Herman Moore don't matter to me.
Yeah.
I had Calvin, Golden Tate, and Amon-Ra.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, Herman Moore would be, if you're talking all-time Lions.
All time, I'd put Herman Moore.
Calvin and
Yeah,
Herman
for sure.
would be insane. But yeah, Herman, from when I'm living, it's, dude, yeah. You got 3 All-Pros.
Detroit.
Three first-team All-Pros.
Yeah.
With Calvin Johnson, Herman Moore, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. And then you've got Golden Tate and Kenny Galladay.
Herman could and should be a Hall of Famer.
He absolutely should be a Hall of Famer.
All right, so wide receivers a little everywhere. Golden Tate. So the only reason why I didn't put him is like a slot guy. We had Amon-Ra, you know.
Yeah, I put Golden Tate just because like I want him in the locker room, honestly.
Golden Tate, and he was a dog, bro.
Yeah.
He was a dog.
2,000-yard seasons for
Yeah.
the Detroit Lions. The one he didn't was when he traded him, and he had 795 before the trade. And then he was a Yak King at one point too with the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, Golden Tate would be my 4th.
I'm sorry, 3,000-yard season with the Detroit Lions. Year 1, 1,331 yards.
Yeah.
He was a dog.
He was a dog, dude.
Remember he
And
backflip or front flipped over the fucking Vikings player?
the ass.
Put his
No, he
ass
gave
in his face?
Harrison, not Harrison Phillips. Is it?
Harrison Smith?
Harrison Smith, yeah, face full of his ass. Game winner, too, overtime.
He has 2 flips into the end zone, don't he?
The one against the Vikings, he just like jumped and turned around and.
Dude, he's honestly slept on, like as a receiver.
Oh, Golden Tate was
Not
a
just
dog.
Detroit, I don't know, the shit he did was sick.
But when
he's
you
like
have
watching a water bug, he's sick.
But when you have guys like Herman Moore, Calvin Johnson, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, Golden Tate has to take a back seat.
No, for sure. But I'm talking
Marvin
about just as a
Jones
receiver.
over Kenny Galladay, says Jared Goff's Bulge.
Kenny Galladay led in receiving touchdowns.
Kenny Galladay
one
was a
season.
problem.
With Marvin Jones on the team. I'm pretty
Marvin
sure.
Jones was also a problem.
And Kenny Galladay, the thing with him too is like it was a 1 year
One-hit
situation.
wonder.
For like, I'm about to look up his stats actually. I'm curious.
Weezy D313, the list is my time Lions, your time Lions. So guys that played with the Lions when we were alive. So wide receivers, we did 3 wide receivers. Be Calvin Johnson, Herman Moore, and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh no, Kenny had 2,000-yard receiving seasons.
Yeah.
2,000-yard seasons. And then 2019 he had 11 touchdowns. That's huge. All right. Running back. My time Lions, Jahmyr Gibbs. Who'd you pick?
Running back is Jahmyr Gibbs. Yeah, we didn't see Barry Sanders. And so we could put Kevin Smith or, Joyke Bell and Reggie
Kevin
Bush
Jones.
combined.
Just tear it up and mad with him.
Mikel LaShore. Like, no, it's Jahmyr Gibbs.
I also put Gibbs.
Javin Best, yeah.
I guess, if we're talking from the day I'm born, obviously it's Barry Sanders. But I didn't watch him play.
No.
I was too young. I did, but I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at. Yours Jahmyr Gibbs, too?
I picked Gibbs, yeah.
It's
who
gotta
else
be.
can you really pick?
Exactly.
It'd honestly be like Jahmyr Gibbs or David Montgomery.
Answer for the offense.
Yeah.
That JG still.
No, the way JG runs the offense is he knows this offense like the back of his hand. It's like having a coach on the field. But Stafford's a more talented quarterback.
I'm going to make a poll. Just because I feel like some people would say.
Runyon
Jared
says,
Goff.
take my words as an OG. It's Sanders and Gibbs. I agree with you, OG.
For sure. I don't even think it's like hard to do. Running back was actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
Tight end was probably the hardest. And wide receiver got a little funky because
wide receiver got a little funky.
Yeah. Which I'm credit to Detroit Lions for having that many good wide receivers.
Yeah.
In my lifetime, not just like all time. I know some of the old heads I saw on Twitter were asking me put in Johnny Morton. Brother, I don't even know a play Johnny Morton has.
Johnny Morton played for the Lions?
Yeah. You know that?
No.
Breaking news.
What time?
The fuck?
Or when?
I've never
What
heard.
time? Oh, 2 o'clock.
Oh, not our Johnny Morton. Not.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No, there's a wide receiver
I
named
know.
Johnny
Yeah,
Morton.
all right. Yeah, he played with Herman, right?
Yes. All right, hold on. Take over real quick.
Yeah, I think that Johnny Morton, not our offensive coordinator, Johnny Morton, the Johnny Morton that was the opposite of Herman Moore, he had a couple 1,000-yard years, I think, like 2 or 3 of them. A lot of that is, say, you're playing opposite of Herman Moore, and he's one of the most dominant wide receivers in the NFL, so you're going to be seeing a lot of single coverage.
All right. So
when you got Herman Moore running down the field over the top, being a monster, the middle of the field is going to be pretty open, and Johnny Morton was attacking a lot of that. That's like...
Don't say that, man. We don't get to watch him. He might be disrespectful.
No, that's what he was. He was a slot.
He had some dog-ass seasons.
It'd be like having Amon-Ra St. Brown and Calvin Johnson on the same team.
4,000-yard seasons, 2 11-yard seasons, and then 2 10-50, and then 10-28 for Johnny Morton. Shout out.
Johnny Morton's not better than Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh, no. God, no.
Yeah, and that's because he's not better than Herman Moore, who's on his own team, and he's definitely not better than Calvin Johnson.
NPW says Brett Perriman was a stud, again, before me.
Yeah.
Malik Peterson, a.k.a. Chef, says Johnny Morton was a beast.
Morton claims the Chiefs, says Peaceful Tim.
What, did he win a Super Bowl with them or something? How's he claim the Chiefs? He's only there for 1, 2, 3 years. And then he had under 1,000 yards each year. But he did, still pretty solid season. 795, 740, 397. Maybe one of
Perriman was on Moore's Herman's teams as well, right?
Yep. They were fucking.
Yeah, I was about to say,
godly.
that's an insane receiving core.
They just had a fucking plumber at quarterback.
Yeah. Scotty Mitchell.
Scotty Mitchell and Mr. McMahon.
Yep.
Jared Goff winning this poll.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Crazy. Like, if I had to take like the primes of each player, I feel like it's pretty easy to pick Stafford.
Yeah, it's
You'd
Stafford.
think.
Stafford. I mean, a GM literally had to make this decision. And they picked Matthew
Let
Stafford.
me learn you something, Luke.
And then they threw on a couple first-round picks on top of it to get it done. Like,
I'll take Staff number 2. He publicly supports the Chiefs. Never comes to our ceremonies.
he did come to the last ceremony for Calvin Johnson. Remember, Herman was talking about they're getting lit.
Yeah.
All the old heads, and they're getting lit and picking on Herman actually.
Yeah.
Because he was, I was
Optimus
Prime.
Yeah.
And he told Jason Hansen, if I was a kicker.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to break. Come back. Somebody fix this poll. What are we doing with this poll, guys? Come on. That's how we know we got too many young kids.
Dude's poll watching.
Okay. All right.
Working the poll over there.
Dude's real worried about that poll.
All right, Smitty. Let me tell you about Buddy's Pizza. Because if you'd like to try Detroit-style pizza, if you haven't before, Buddy's Pizza is a place to go. They're the original creator of the Detroit-style pizza. That's why theirs is the best. Not only that, obviously they have the regular circle pizza, pyramid pizza, some may call it. They got pasta, salads, all that and more, where you can get 10% off if you use the promo code 10MIL. They've been in business since 1946. It's Buddy's Pizza.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? You should see what I did there. Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Are you a real Detroit sports fan, Woodward Sports is here to give you all the Detroit sports you can handle. Weekdays, make sure you're locked in on Wake Up Woodward from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., followed by Big D Energy with Neil Rule and Darren McCarty from 11 a.m. to 1. Up next, you can't miss Ermanni and Edwards with Maz from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And finish the day out with the bad boys of Detroit sports media, the Woodward Heavyweights, from 5 to 7 p.m. Okay, wait, that isn't enough for you, you sports freak? Check out Woodward Wings, Woodward Ringside, and the Lions Weekly Update every Sunday with Broder, Terry Foster, and Sean Belegian. Subscribe on YouTube for all our great content, and make sure you're following on all social media, X, IG, Facebook, and TikTok. You want sports? We got you covered. Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Feldman Chevrolet is Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer with 5 locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing. This month's specials include leasing a 2025 Silverado 1500 Crew for $149 a month and a 2026 Equinox LT for $209 per month. Again, that's Feldman Chevrolet.
It's like you guys are blaming Matthew Stafford for the success of the team.
I would rather have Matthew Stafford on this Lions team than Jared Goff.
Oh!
I'm saying it. Like,
you just became Easy's favorite intern.
I mean, Matthew Stafford had absolutely nothing. You can't hate on him.
I won't say absolutely nothing. He had Calvin, and he had a good run game one year and one of the best defenses, like, ever.
I think it's quite.
But he had no coach. He had no stability in play calling or coaching staff. No offensive line.
He was the most sacked quarterback one year.
Yeah. See, he didn't have what Jared Goff has right now, for sure.
Chef's argument, too, is like Jim Caldwell came in and wanted to limit him. Okay, where the fuck is Jim Caldwell now?
Not in the league. He doesn't have a job.
He does. I mean, all due respect, I like Jim Caldwell, but like,
I love Jim Caldwell.
Like, I'm not going to pretend like he's the fucking... Yeah, I don't want to disrespect Jim Caldwell. I like him too much. But
Jim Caldwell is a good coach.
Yeah, taking Stafford.
I mean, yeah.
Honestly, I would say Jim Caldwell's... I'm finally going to, like, lean towards bad.
You're trying to win a Super Bowl right now. Would you rather have Stafford or Goff?
Stafford.
You're taking Stafford.
Yeah, guys.
Like, we can be adults.
This theory's been played out in, like, real life.
Yeah. A team who was on the cusp of winning a Super Bowl literally traded for him. Oh, and gave up the other guy and extra picks. So
they won another playoff game last year with not the super team.
He almost beat the Eagles.
And then almost beat the Eagles.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Kyron Williams.
In the snow. Goff will not tolerate losing for 12 seasons. I'd be willing to bet your paycheck. Well, Stafford wasn't either. That's why he dipped.
Yeah, what?
Stafford's in the Hall.
What does that mean? Like, he wouldn't be willing to tolerate losing for 12. What would he be able to do about it? If he was in the same scenario as Matthew Stafford, would he just be like, we're winning the Super Bowl now? Like, I don't understand. You think he'd just activate his power ring and just win a Super Bowl? Like, he wouldn't tolerate losing for 12 seasons. He wouldn't be able to do anything about it because his coaches were trash. His offense, like...
That's like saying Matthew Stafford's like, not this year.
Yeah, it's like...
maybe next year.
Yeah, I don't think that Miguel Cabrera would have been able to tolerate losing for the Tigers for so long. There's no way. Albert Pujols wouldn't have done that. We are Super Bowl champions. Like, come on, dude. That's a crazy argument. He wouldn't. Dude, that's how delusional the Gawkers are. Like, that's something Stick would actually say. Like, I'm not even joking.
Stick just said it.
You might that was
just now.
That was Stick.
Stick said we wouldn't have lost for 12 years if we had Goff.
That's crazy.
That's like. He's got it.
Someone message him.
No, he's got it set. He's got it set to where if Goff's name is mentioned at any time more than twice,
it's like the bat light.
Yeah, it just turns on.
Yeah, I guess I'm not saying like Stafford is like this. No one is, to be honest with you. Like this god tier, like just do it all himself. No. It's the most team sport.
Yeah,
it's football.
Nobody could do it without.
But coaching quite clearly matters. If you watch this guy leave here, win a Super Bowl, beat Tom Brady on the way to doing it.
Yeah.
and then still have success afterward.
It's
The only bad season he had in the Rams is the year he got hurt.
Coaching when a team is bad, it's easy to blame the quarterback.
Yeah,
yes.
And like that's just what happens time and time again.
Absolutely.
And I was guilty of that at times. Like,
Quarterback
I was
gets too much credit and too much blame always. That's the nature of the position. But yes, I think aside from offensive line, which Stafford also didn't have when he was here, coaching and play calling are the most important thing for a quarterback's success.
Like, to put it in perspective, how bad the coaching situation was, and actually, I'll finally admit that Jim Caldwell was part of that. Do you guys remember that Denver Broncos game where Golden Tate came out after the fact, or Ronald Darby came out and was like, "Yeah, we knew your plays, like we knew what you were gonna call." Like Joe Lombardi, the worst fucking offensive coordinator of all time.
Awful.
And I, as a fucking novice, watched. Okay, fucking bubble screen to Golden Tate.
Yep.
Here it comes. Like it's like he had the fucking Madden playbook with 6 plays.
Yeah.
He was awful.
It was
God
the
awful.
same thing.
Theo Riddick saved us half the time on third down, doing magic.
Just doing mad. Theo Riddick was a dog, dude.
Third down back was fucking crazy.
One of the GOAT third
You
down
know,
backs.
Madden, like the third down or back is like a thing, and then the Rays are a little juiced up. Like Theo's was probably 90 something.
Oh, for sure.
For third down specifically.
Tough to get a coach and an OC when your quarterback is ass.
That's not how that works.
That's rage baiting.
That's not how
that's
that
just
works.
that's just stick being stick. It's not we're not flannel. But no, seriously, he's told me that Jared Goff built this team.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I couldn't believe that. Like,
I love stick, but that's garbage.
It's just that there's no backing to that at all.
He's like,
Jared Goff's in the war room making up the face. Yeah.
Hey, Jahmyr, this is Jared Goff. I just want to let you know we're taking you with the number 12 pick here. And are you ready to be a Lion? Like, no. Get the fuck out of here.
And it's stick.
After practice, he's going up to the film with Brad. Like, yeah, I just got done scouting this guy.
Stick rides for his guy, and I appreciate that. You know, but what I don't appreciate is that he hates other Detroit athletes who are liked more than Jared Goff.
Cade Cunningham, an example.
Cade Cunningham, the prime example. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's all right, though. You know, that's his guy. That's his thing, though.
You can't make the draft picks Brad makes without securing the quarterback position. Okay, but he's not building the team. That still doesn't translate to building the team.
No matter who the quarterback was, no matter who...
Brad was going to draft good players.
Any other position on the field was in... If they didn't have a single player on their roster, they're drafting Penei Sewell where they drafted Penei Sewell. I don't care if you had fucking Justin playing quarterback. That's even more reason to draft Penei Sewell. Like, yeah, no. Come on. Brad's only good at drafting picks because he's got Jared Goff.
Yeah,
man, it's
like that's fitting all reasoning. I would say maybe they would draft a quarterback. You know, maybe they searching around, scavenging around for a quarterback.
Yeah.
You could say that
they would have had to draft a quarterback for sure.
You can't say he built a team. That's crazy.
It's just not true.
Yeah,
but that'll do it for us today. Appreciate you tapping in. Make sure you smash that like button. For Easy, for Skywalker, for Justin, for Chris, for Birdie. I am Spenny. We're the Heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.